everybody, welcome back to Strixhaven. Pre-recorded Strixhaven. It's currently Wednesday. And for you, it's Friday. So
Sorry, calendar.
shut up. I didn't ask you anything. It's currently Wednesday, and we're pre-recording a little bit of Strixhaven because we won't be able to play this weekend because I guess it's my kid's birthday or whatever.
Yeah,
So,
whatever.
but
Nah.
well, luckily we were all able to get together, except for Jack. Unfortunately, we are missing Jack today, but that's okay. We're still gonna.
Speak of the devil,
No.
he messaged me.
Jack just messaged you.
Yeah, he did.
Gosh, Jack, don't you know what we're doing right now?
Is that art?
No.
I wish.
Oh, I wish.
Is it Mallory messaging?
Yeah.
Seen yours?
I've seen someone's art.
Good job.
Why did mine get done first?
I know.
Weird. It was like this is for everyone. We got all of our art, and then like mine was last, and now mine's done first. It was like it's like he's working back.
Yeah, no,
Maybe
he found his muse.
Continued on.
Yeah, I
with
guess
it.
so.
He'd already had the skin color.
was
He's
just
like,
like,
fill it in.
finish it.
He's just looking at him like, God damn, I gotta finish this man's. All right, so yeah, I don't have anything else to introduce today. I'm gonna be editing this, so the break will be cut out and stuff, but there's still an intro.
So this will also be cut out.
No, it's not.
It will
You're
be now.
gonna be cut out.
I bet.
Now I have to do it.
Yep.
Now this is.
I'm gonna say something really foul. You'll have to cut it
All
out.
right, well,
Yeah.
that's true, I
Ah,
guess.
yeah,
I
there it
will.
is.
Go, say
Do
it.
it.
Go.
Oh my
Oh,
God!
wow.
I did not expect you to say that.
I told you.
Sheesh. Okay,
Yeah.
good thing we are
Stella did
pre-recording.
that?
Yes, she
did.
Surprised?
Wow.
Dang. Would you mind writing that out for me?
Yeah,
And then sending
absolutely.
it? Thank you.
Here,
That'd be
here.
great.
Oh, you want it in your messages? I
Yeah,
see.
that'd be great. That's saved for later. Anyways, so last we left off on Strixhaven Arcana Academy. I wish Emma always keeps track of who does the recaps, and I just don't know who's done them this time. I normally roll, but
And Emma had to go. She left.
You know what,
He was gone.
Mia?
Uh,
What happened last time?
last time, whoa, my brain just shut down. Did we do finals last time? Is that
Yes.
all it was?
That is why your brain
Okay.
shut
That
down.
was- yeah.
There's finals in that fight in the
Yeah,
cafe.
I remember the fight part. That's why I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
was that the finals the time before? No, we did finals and Stella failed. Everyone else did really good. They were very
I did okay.
successful. Yeah, successful. All of them passed. Leveled up to level 2. It was quite a nerve-wracking thing. We saw Gwyn and Mallory have a really catty but also touching moment together.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, on one person's part. I won't say which one. Go back and
We
watch.
Judge for yourself.
Decide.
Because Gwen was like convinced that something bad was going to happen. She had seen something after drugs she had taken,
Yeah.
and she was
Don't do
chasing
drugs, kids.
down a lead.
Or do.
Responsibly. And they
Drink
came
responsibly.
back eventually at some point, and Callisto and Ronan were studying together.
Wizards.
Callisto had an idea about a potential spell, and she was really pushing forward on it, putting her nose down to the books to figure it out. And they were all pretty successful in their studying roles. Dawn came back, also joined in on that study roles. Stella came back and was like, "Why are you guys studying? I don't understand."
This isn't really just comprehend. It really is just going right over my head.
Yeah, I don't get it. What? She wasn't even gonna go to
The DC's
finals.
only 30.
Yeah, it was only 30. She did pretty well all told. I think she got a 25. Anyway,
You got really fucking close.
Yeah.
pretty good. But she wasn't even gonna go. But everyone convinced her she had to go to at least to one of them, and we did. And then Ronan had a date, so he went to go get ready for that.
Went swell.
Stella was convincing everyone that they needed to have a party in their dorm room in order to ring out the new semester.
Yep. Trimester.
As that was happening, Ronan went out the door, and we all cornered Mallory and was like, "So, you gonna kiss or what?" And
Mallory-
That's
Mallory
why
went like
Jack
this.
isn't here.
Yep.
Yeah. You just fucking you embarrassed Mallory.
She went
so
wah
bad.
wah 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 wee wah.
Yeah.
and then I think Gwen had another like premonition that it was bad shit was going down, and we had to go right then. So we went to the area, the tavern. That
We happen to know was also where Ronan and
yes.
Mia were having
This
their...
is the
Yeah.
sound that
Date.
played actually when
Yeah.
when you guys confronted.
It was what? And we had a huge battle, which like the tavern came up to life and like was trying to kill us.
We fought with some fellow students.
We did
Because of Stella.
Muscle Mommy was
really,
there.
hello,
Yeah,
Muscle
she was
Mom.
there.
Mhm.
And Quintilius was not, but the other guy,
Nope.
Killian.
Killian, thank you. I was like, this is
The
the
other
cool
Same
guy.
person.
No, no.
Jordan was just talking about how he gets them mixed up.
You know, there's something about like the first couple consonants. It's just like it feels the same.
It's the eyebrows.
Yep.
Oh, not
Yeah,
her
that's
eyebrows.
Yeah.
The images are
Muscle
very
Mommy.
different.
Yeah, that's great. Dwarf. Sorry.
We've definitely smashed.
She should be happily.
Ah.
You know what? All right, Hillary roll. Sure.
Hell yeah.
Oh my God.
And then Murgaxer, I believe, showed up.
Yep.
And we were able to kind of.
Sort of like it wasn't like he wasn't really there. He
Shadow
was sort of like
Gaxer.
not really spectrally there, but he's sort of made of like
Phantom.
It was like a it was projection of him.
Yeah,
He was made out of it was made out of chew spit.
Yeah.
No, why?
Stop that right now.
What is wrong?
right.
It's just a leftover cup.
Someone spilled him and he
He
just.
swirled out of his cup, and we had to destroy the cup
Like a
phylactery.
genie.
Yeah.
Ah.
Exactly what it
Worst genie ever coming out of it.
We should have stomped on it.
Oh,
Gross.
Dad!
It's a
Sorry.
redneck genie.
My dad had rings in all of his wranglers.
I'm sorry, we were talking about fucking Chew before we went
Yeah.
live too. There's a lot of sorry.
It's deep lore now.
Yeah,
There's layers.
the Arcana
Even
arcade
Paige is like,
What?
Sorry to. You know,
Oh no,
you're
yeah.
doing great.
He was like, hey, Strixhaven will perish or something like that.
Basically. Yeah.
And we were able to kind of fend him off, but in the process, someone died. Like passed out in front of us, shattered her body on
into
the ground,
crystalline
and that would be
pieces.
Callisto
Is it like
right here.
4 HP and you took like 25 damage or something in one
Like
hit?
a necrotic
Abject
whip
death.
Yeah.
came out and just like
500%.
This sound.
that.
That's what happened.
Do you have a soundboard?
Oh, no.
Really quickly.
I feel like
Oh my
we
God,
should at
yeah.
this point.
Oh, what about this one?
Oh my goodness.
Going.
That's Callisto falling down the stairs.
Oh
No.
We were
glass
all
bones.
very, very upset about that, but the tavern was burning down, so we had to leave.
Yeah.
And
Priorities.
in the
no. Sorry, was
process,
the bows. Is it tavern?
Bows End.
Bows End
The
Tavern.
Bows End
Yeah.
Tavern.
I keep calling it
yeah,
Bows
close
End.
enough.
Bow
You're just thinking of
End.
ships too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We realized that she was probably still alive because someone pulled out their tome and was like, "Hey, Callisto."
I did not.
Yeah, it was like hello, and she was like, running across quad, and we're like, what? And apparently she's found a way to duplicate herself, and so Stella will no longer have to go to class ever.
Never again.
Yeah, that's the deal.
Yes. You
Do you
You
have
have to learn the spell.
No, maybe someone else will learn it for her.
Yeah, speaking of that, as we sort of
I
come
don't think
in,
that's how that works. Still.
I think you need to level up at least once in order to cast a spell.
Yeah, how much,
Yeah,
how
it
much
takes-
exhaustion will you take?
It
from
takes
me?
6 spell points.
That's fine. I have exhaustion.
Stella, you are.
No.
This is only a few days after finals.
That's what you get.
And spring break has begun, which is where our game today is going to take place. It's over the month of spring break.
Before we begin this real quick, I realized that I made a deal with you last time about being able to do something, but have to take double sleep in my schedule.
Yeah.
But the schedule's not going to affect anything this time. Do you want to carry that over?
Yeah, what is that? Oh, let me think about what you're talking about right now. Maybe message me,
Okay,
because it won't pertain to what we're about to do right now. But
that's fine. I will.
I just need to be reminded. So you are currently in. Mavinda Sharpbeak had found you and was just like, "There's some administration that want to meet with you, and you're required to meet with them if you want to continue your academic career here."
Is
And,
Vale gonna be there?
I don't know, but I can.
You
I would-
ask if
sure.
she would?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Why specifically? Do you know her?
Oh, she just recruited me.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, I feel like she has a vested interest in me and
Oh, of
my
course.
success at Strixhaven
All right.
University.
Yeah, you were led to like the administration's office in summer campus.
Vale's like, who did?
And you wait in a little waiting room.
Yeah.
And in this waiting room is you see another student sitting across. You see Aurora.
Hey.
She's sitting like if you guys are like in a little
That's
like
me,
foyer
not
and
Stella.
across the way, she's just sitting there and she looks up and she's like, "Hey,
Hey,
what are you waiting for?"
the administration wants to speak with me about my continued success at Strixhaven.
Oh, okay.
Speak to
I think they're gonna be
Did you fail your finals?
absolutely.
Wow.
I didn't even go to some of them.
Wow. It's kind of hard to ask.
Oh, thanks. I just couldn't give a fuck, to be honest. What are you in for?
Does she know what hard ass means?
Some stupid shit.
Did you set something on fire?
Kinda, actually. That was weirdly really close. That was weirdly kind of like on the mark there.
I
What do you know, actually?
Nothing.
Shut up. Shut up.
I've just
Don't
done
say
it
anything
before.
to anybody.
I don't know
Alright.
anything. I don't know anything.
I know how to make this frog like 400 times its size.
That's huge. I could never.
I'm not saying
Tell
No,
her to
of
go
course
find Gwen.
not.
Gwen
I was just
knows how.
wondering, was Dawn with you on this little?
No. Don't tell her.
No, of course I wouldn't.
Thanks.
Yeah.
What?
She might.
Stepping out of the hall, you see Vale. She looks over and she turns her head. And she's like, "Stella."
Yeah. Hi. I'm not wearing armor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh. If you say so, she'll get up. She'll be like, "Good luck."
She waves.
Yeah.
You head into the in Vale's office, which well, it's not really Vale's office. It's like an administration's office,
course, of
and
course.
it's a small little library. There's a few desks in here,
Yeah.
and she just sort of picks one and sits at it, and you sit.
It's a conference
in the
room.
nearby one. Yeah,
Perfect.
exactly. Just a little conference
I don't sit on the seat. I sit on the table.
room. Great.
Of course.
Yeah, she's like, "Can you?" And she's like, "Okay." Stella,
Yes.
I've heard that I've seen your latest report. You're not doing too well.
I did pass one of the classes.
You didn't pass the one you're supposed to.
I mean, how mandatory is mandatory?
Well, I've been talking with some of the deans.
Yeah.
And they feel that you need some guidance.
Oh.
When I heard your name, I stepped up.
You volunteered?
Right. I brought you here.
Yep.
I want you to succeed. I want you to do well.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to make everybody happy here. Okay.
Of course, of
You know,
course.
we have to make ends meet. You think about this in the. She like leans back in the chair, like the conquesting of a island.
Okay.
You know, you've got your crew, and you've got
Have you ever been in charge of people?
and you've got your
Yeah.
you've got you. Okay.
Right.
Now you got to keep your crew alive. But
Okay.
you also got to keep yourself alive.
Yeah.
And you have to complete the mission. Right?
Which is tearing other people's throats out.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
That's
yeah.
me. I'm currently trying to tear some people's throats out.
Okay.
Yeah. And the
And
way
are
I do that,
Yeah. Are you not competent to do it on your own?
Passion.
Do I have to step in and help?
do you normally, can you conquer a whole jungle by yourself?
If people are really incompetent and I have to. It's happened once. Okay.
This
Just
example isn't working.
no. No. Just lay it on
I
me.
see, I
Just
see,
lay it
I
on me.
understand. All right, they have given me, and she pulls out a piece of paper and she hands it to you, a recommended studies schedule that you should follow.
A study.
You need to catch up. All right, you're gonna have to take magical physiologies again, and you need to go for your
Again?
second year, for your second second trimester, if you're going to catch up. And if you don't, then they're going to expel you. And everything that we have worked for
Right.
will be for nothing. So
I'm just saying, like, I thought you wanted to also find out what this is.
I do. I really, really
Yeah.
do.
And you're saying that in order for that to happen, you can't, like, just
Right.
pass me?
Well, I'm not your professor yet.
Oh.
If I was, this would not be an issue.
Ah,
The problem is that you have to make that dryad happy.
how do you make a dryad happy? I buried a body for her. You would think that would count.
What?
Yeah, I did. You did. She didn't tell you that, did she?
No.
No.
I didn't know about this. That's really surprising, and I kind of don't believe you. But you know,
Look, I can show you where in the swamp it was.
I don't even know. You know what? I trust you now.
Yeah, okay.
Listen,
Yeah.
there are some classes you're going to need to take.
How? Like,
I would love to let you do whatever
yeah.
you want to do.
Right.
I'd love to
right.
let you run
Rampant,
rampant throughout Arcavios.
Uh-huh.
But if you're
Not
going to,
recommended.
if you want
Imagine.
learn anything, if we want to learn anything, if we want to
Yeah.
continue forward, I can't piss off the administration.
Okay. Are you gonna get fired?
No.
No, I'm just gonna be expelled.
Yeah.
And then you lose track of this.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
sort of. Yeah.
It's sort of.
It's sort of, well,
No, I don't
it's,
want you.
it's complicated.
Okay.
alright?
Okay.
It just becomes a lot more
Yeah.
difficult.
Of course. What if you hired someone to take the class for me?
No, that's not how this works.
Do homework for me?
Just take the schedule.
Okay, I'll take
Never
this.
mind.
Okay, I'll figure it out. Thank you. I appreciate
Can you sign this? You have to. It's like I, Stella, sat in a administration meeting with
It's an academic
Professor
contract.
of English
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
a realignment
If she
in my
doesn't
scheduling,
sign it,
and it's
though,
just,
you
it's
know,
just
like,
confirmation that you did this.
Yeah. They're just gonna look at you.
She's
They're look at her and be like, "Wow, I didn't think that you were such a fucking pushover." And she signs it. Bureaucrat,
Well,
paper pushers. A lot of
Little
you.
stick figure going like,
she pulls out like a little book. She puts it in it.
Yeah.
And she says, "We do what we have to do."
Apparently, I will figure this out. Best of luck. Enjoy your spring break. Don't try to kill anyone. You would be really bad at it.
Not.
She walks out.
You make your way out, and as you do, you sort of like alone, like down the stairs, sort of like frustrated as you like make your way to the bottom. Aurora isn't here anymore. You make your way outside. Sun's sort of setting as you head out, and as you do, you feel. So you normally feel this like this nudge
Yeah.
that comes from the orb that you have. It's
Right.
this strange feeling that you didn't. Sorry, the light is really acting up lately. It
Yeah.
sucks. They just don't work. There's this like this pull that you sort of feel, and it's it was not as strong. Hey, Craig. Why not going to base? Sorry, I'm trying to push the button. It's just not going. There we go. Jesus. Oh, fuck. It went like 4 times. Are we good?
Just some
Okay.
latency, I guess.
Sorry. Fuck. You normally feel this tug, this presence. That's it's strange. You didn't feel it while you were in Ixalan, not nearly as strongly as when you came to Arcadius. There's
Right.
this. It's almost like there's a. It's almost like a warmth, and it feels. It doesn't really feel like an item. It feels like something that's attached to you in a way,
Right.
which also makes sense because you forget everything all the time, and this thing is always near you. And as you sort of make your way outside and you're sort of looking over and sort of basking in the sun, it like your pupils sort of like dilate for a moment, and you like breathe in and you just like slowly like feel it almost like fade. And that whatever that it's not completely gone. It's like
Is it cold? Kind of?
yeah. It's colder. It's not completely like. It's like a slow fade. You don't even realize it at first, but there's this disconnect. So you pull it out, and some of that glimmering sort of like bluish deep color is sort of like it's growing not darker but more clear, almost like as if you can see through it. You
Wake
and
up!
The interior
Wake
just sort of like swirls around a little bit, and this just gives you a headache.
Oh, fuck.
It hurts.
Why are you sleeping?
Stop it! She'll like, I guess, put in like her little like pocket.
Yeah.
Like,
You feel
try
it
to
sort
keep
of like it ebbs, like it like
Yeah.
comes back and then it like slowly like goes down a bit, and it's like almost like breathing. Like it's not that it is breathing, but
Right.
it's almost like that presence. It feels like it's like in, it's sort of out. And every time it sort of like goes out, it's like a little bit less.
Okay, that's not good. If it dies, then I am definitely getting sent back to Ixalan, with nothing to show for it. And okay, she's realized she's talking to herself, and she's like, I don't know what to do. I guess she'll walk out.
Yeah, I mean, Ronan, you're standing right there. Stella's just talking to herself. the orb, the sun, you're not really sure. You turn around, you meet eyes with Ronan.
Are you talking to me or?
Yeah, definitely talking to you. How's your love life going?
Complicated.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
First time?
First time with what?
Kissing both of them at once.
Yeah, first time. Good time.
No, of course.
Confusing time.
Wait.
Better question.
Yeah.
What did you mean by Exelon sent home with nothing?
Wait. Yeah, I told you, I'm from Ixalan. It's a jungle plane. There are like dinosaurs on it.
Yeah.
And they will like eat people.
Mm-hmm.
But right.
What does that have to do with it? And he'll point to the orb in your pocket.
Well, I mean, why did Vale come and talk to you and bring you here?
I was just walking.
You were just walking and she showed up and was like, hey.
Oh, like to Arcavios?
Yeah.
Generally.
I don't know. I have a talent to see the future. Maybe that's like a I don't know, a perk. Like, hey,
I'm sure it is. Why was Mel brought?
I don't know. She's got talents too.
Right. Everyone has talents. I have an orb.
So they want the orb.
Yeah, absolutely. Hands down.
Interesting.
Crystal side orb.
Tasteless side orb.
Is that an orb in your pocket? Are you happy?
Oh my god.
He's not happy right now.
You get the silent treatment.
Can you know?
What?
Never mind. I'm not gonna ask. I'm not gonna ask that.
I mean, I have a talent too. It's just
What is it?
Violently killing people.
Yeah, I think I got a taste of that the other night.
I didn't kill you.
You didn't.
I could.
I thought you were going to.
That's fair.
For like 3 seconds maybe.
It's my presence. I have a very intimidating presence. You would have realized very shortly that I don't have the strength to really hold you anywhere. I'm like
You know what?
a
Yeah.
limp noodle most
Yeah.
of the time.
I think that's when the 3 seconds were up. I was like, I don't think she can hold me up much longer.
No, it
Arms are
was
shaking pretty much.
yeah.
I get that.
Yeah.
Much weaker than I used to be.
Working on it.
You know, I think college does that to you.
Dawn's trying to get me back in shape.
I've
but
had the freshman 15 twice now.
that
Sophomore
is
30.
Yeah.
rough.
Yeah.
You never really told us why you left.
Just
Did you fail out?
no, I didn't fail out. I'm actually a really good student.
You could tell me if you failed out.
I don't think I
Email.
will.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah.
I'll just that confirms it for me. You did fail out.
You know, you got me. I failed out. Anyway, I don't know where I was walking, but I think I'm gonna start walking again.
Yeah, you wanna walk with me?
I work off that freshman.
Sure. We can go back to the dorm if you want.
Well, you see in the day, you guys should come back.
Yeah.
All right, you guys head back.
Well,
Move
well then.
over to
You're coming back from the
Dawn.
cafe.
yeah.
So Dawn, you are we're in the underground, the dueling club, which now in this this forgotten little not really sewer hole but dungeon sort of esque area is much more
The basement.
is much more acquitted for this dueling club. It's no longer this dark and dreary looking catacomb. Instead, there's now lighting. There are there's I described it to me, wasn't it?
I would almost imagine probably some like floating candles for the lighting, kind of just a little bit more like a magical lighting, but like still like not like the harsh glow that like the whatchamacallit, the snarls give.
Yeah, of course.
I would imagine there's like it's kind of maybe separated into like 3 areas. One is like a general warm-up area that's kind of more for general kind of by yourself kind of exercises. There is like a almost like a hangout area, just with like table and chairs, and it's kind of but I think it's all one big space. It's just like separated, and then you have like the last space, which I think is almost like probably the back half is this long like central. You know how like fencers have those like long platforms that they
Yep.
compete on. It's kind of like that,
Cool.
and it's like surrounded by chairs on both sides and the other people in
Yeah.
the.
And it's painted and it looks really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you've got all your stuff, and you kind of walk in, and as you go over towards like the door, it has like a lock because you have to keep this secret. And you open it, and as you open the door,
I can almost imagine maybe I like got someone to make like a like a magic lock that you have to like know like a password almost to get through it.
yeah. What is the password?
Fire jolt.
Perfect. You put it in. You open the door. You've got like a bag of stuff, and you sort of throw it onto the ground as you look around. And you're like, all right, everything's ready to go. And like, there's like that couch, and it's really big, and is sitting in the middle of it, like kicking her legs over. Is just Gwen. She's the only one in here.
Hi, Gwen.
Oh, hello, roommate.
What's with the very awkward greeting?
Oh, it's just, you know, I always thought if my friends had a secret club that I would be invited to it and not invited by Professor Creepy McCreeper Rumormongerson.
Have you not been here
Fane the
before?
Broker. Fane the Broker invited me here. What?
Have you not been here before?
No.
I thought you were. Was it you? No, it was Mal. Well,
Oh. Excellent.
no. No, it was also.
You invited Mal
No, I did
instead.
not. Professor McCreeperson invited Mal at that time.
Well, I found out. It's a nice clubhouse.
I'm trying to get it underway.
Why? Okay, well, why though?
Because they didn't have something like this already.
Right, it's very violent though, in it.
To a degree, but also think of it as sharpening and honing in both your mind and body at the same time.
You open the door to 5 students who look over and are just like, "Is this the dueling club?"
Yeah.
They all have like a bunch of stuff. You're like, cool. And they start making their way in. Pushing past you, you see this this like merfolk looking dude kind of walks by.
Okay.
He just makes his way in. And then sort of like on his tail is this like elven girl. And then next to behind her, this human looking girl who looks over at you and like actually greets you. She's like, "Are you Dawn?
Yeah.
Good to meet you."
Good to meet you.
Yeah, heard a lot of good things, by the way. And then
good.
ducking in is this Goliath guy,
Oh, goodness.
and then behind him is Killian.
No.
Fuckers
He
everywhere.
looks over and just says, "Pretty cool club."
Don.
This place is pretty nice.
Is Greta coming?
I don't know.
Oh, I just think she'd be a killer addition to.
I'm here too.
There we
And
go.
you guys watch as Greta makes her way in, and all of these students are they're sort of like looking around, getting themselves familiar. And then you watch as this dude here, his name is Aaron with a Y. Aaron. He walks
There's
up
an A
very
and a
properly,
Y.
and he has an actual like rapier, and he has it down at his side, and he just says, "Fine to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I've heard that this is a place where you can learn to hone your fighting skills.
That's what I hoped for it to be, yes.
You are a trained professor. You're small.
No. This is not
Freshman.
officially sanctioned by Strixhaven.
Sort of following behind him is this girl. Her name is Althea, and she walks over and she says, "Aaron, chill out. All right. We're just it's the first day. We're not gonna be killing anybody today. All right. I'm not here to duel. I'm just here to hang out." This looks exhausting, to be honest. Like standing up all day.
What a vibe.
You guys enjoy walking and like fighting?
What a vibe.
We don't only do
All
that.
right. Well, she walks over, sits on the couch. Next
Oh,
to
okay.
Gwen. She's like, "Hey,
Hello. What do you do?
me?
Yeah.
I
I don't think I know you.
like plants.
Are you first? Yeah. Are you? So you haven't got to Witherbloom yet.
I'm not really. Witherbloom, like kind of like. There's a lot of like growth and death in that. I'm not really like super into the whole like destruction aspect of it. Really, I just I like things to grow.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, that's pleasant.
Yeah.
Quandrix.
Quandrix is where it's at, really. A lot of people think it's just like full of math and stuff. Math is hard. It's really
Math is
beautiful,
hard.
actually.
Quandrix campus. Do you know my friend? I just blinked on her name.
Yeah.
Callisto.
She's not here.
Yeah.
Whoa, Jordan.
It's been a long day.
Yeah. Yeah. There's only 400 NPCs in this.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we just added.
Forgot the PC.
Yeah, yeah.
We just added like
Look,
half a
there's
dozen.
There's a lot of folks.
Do you know Callisto? I think you might get along.
I don't think so, really. I don't really like met a whole lot of people.
Oh, well, I think this is a great opportunity for you then. To
Is
meet
she
new
here?
people and to fight them
I don't really want to fight anybody.
with magic.
I'm.
Not with fists. I would not be in a club
Aaron
where
didn't
we
want to
fought
come by
with fists.
himself.
He's sensitive.
He's really striped, but he's really shy.
Ah,
Yeah.
he kind of, he sort of seems a little standoffish.
You can see him going up onto the that dueling platform, and he's already he's practicing poses.
Says,
And he watches. He takes creates water that goes up the front of his sword, and he shoots it forward in a blast. And he's like, apologies, and he keeps going.
yeah.
He's making NPC voice lines.
That's
Yeah.
how he was taught how to fight.
Hi.
He would just watch videos.
All right. And then this really tall Goliath guy. He gets all set up in his gear, and he has his quarterstaff on his back, and he holds it very properly, sort of out towards you, and he says, "This is the weapon I use.
Very nice weapon.
It's allowed."
Yes. Pretty much all weapons allowed so long as we don't actively kill each other.
And then Aaron at the top is just like, "I'm prepared to duel," and he says, "My name is
Kyle.
Kyle." His name is not Kyle.
Kyle.
But his name is Maneo. And he says,
No.
"My name is
No.
Done.
What's the
We're
name?
not going.
Maneo.
Sorry.
Manneo.
No, it's Kyle. It's just spelled like that.
Stella's gonna
pronounced
call him Kyle.
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 It's Kyle with a. Never mind. I was gonna say with a Y, but Kyle has a Y.
Kyle with a Y.
It's silent J. Kyle.
There's a Kyle.
Yeah.
No, his name is Maneo. He's a Goliath, and he says, "I'll duel you." Is this allowed?
Yes. Absolutely. That's actually what this place is for.
Yeah, they start getting into it. Everybody just starts going, and then you watch as Killian sort of goes over, and he starts talking to Greta, and they're talking about the different fighting techniques they had during the the tavern sort of
Yeah.
brawl that happened, and they start comparing different techniques of some kind. There's a point where Greta almost suplexes Killian. Killian's like, whoa, 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 whoa! And he's like, sorry. I just really want to show you. And he's just like, I'm good. I like being on the ground.
The second they start talking
That's
about the tavern,
Yeah.
Gwen walks over with her notebook and she's like, oh, hello, good. I'm glad to see
Hi, Gwen.
Quintilius.
Says No, see.
And Greta.
Greta.
Yes.
Yeah, good.
I remember
Oh,
you.
you were there too, right?
Yeah, you see,
I was really impressed by your magic.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. See, I'm taking notes. I'm going to write an oral history of the Battle of Bow's End. I was
Killian
wondering.
looks down towards you and he interrupts you and he just says, "Killian."
No, my name is Gwen.
Get my name right, Gwen. I'm Killian.
Let me write this down. And you were.
Are you
in
serious?
the Battle of Bow's End?
I nearly took forks in the face for you. I still have burns.
Yes, tell me about the burns.
You were there.
And what? Pretend I wasn't, and then just tell me in exquisite detail.
Honestly, I didn't really know what was going on. There was a lot of alive things. Seemed like they were connected via some sort of dark magic. It felt dark, like even to.
Yes. Tell me
This-
about how dark it felt,
It
Killian.
didn't feel dark in the ideas of like the visual, like blackness. It was in the
There
soul,
we go.
in
Here,
the mind.
here comes the silver quill. I was like, this is not
Where are we
silver quill.
It's a little fancy, but okay, yes, it's a great narrative.
When I saw those tables come to life, I felt
Yeah,
my
Greta,
own-
tell us what it felt like.
There was stuff, and it hit really hard.
Yeah. Would you say,
Ronan
like,
experienced that.
would you say,
I got hit in the head like a lot of times.
have you been hit in the head a lot of times?
Oh yeah, I've broken 33 bones. All right.
Hell
my
yeah.
God.
Yeah,
Hell
you wouldn't
yeah.
know, but dwarves have more bones than other
I
major
don't
creatures.
like that image.
That is a
Just imagine
fascinating
bones stuck
factoid,
in
and I did
bones.
not know that.
Like a triple layer bone.
And how do you feel after the battle?
They have
Bows then?
extra.
Honestly, I kinda felt like
It
it's
says skeleton.
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like I could have just done more. Like I could have bought like at least 3 more tables. I definitely had the strength for it. Killian's like, you got knocked on your ass the entire time. She's like, yeah, but like I got back up still, so that's
Quinn-
like all that matters.
Quintillion, I think. I think.
Go ahead.
I don't
Did you
think
get
we
my
need.
name wrong again?
What are you gonna do?
I'm-
Are you gonna take another fork?
He looks down at your notebook, and he holds his finger forward, and where his name is written in, it like the ink just pulls itself out, and he says, "I can do more than just that."
Was that a threat?
Oh, you're a fancy pen, are you?
All right, I don't have to deal with this.
Do you want? Do
She's
you want
not wrong.
to? Do you want to go? I'm sorry.
that not what silver quill is?
Perhaps maybe Greta
Fancy
knows this,
pens.
but I do
Fancy
believe
human
the
pens.
saying is, "Do you
Another.
want to go?"
He turns around and he says, "Get on the stage."
Yes. Fight.
Holy fuck! All right.
I'm worried about Gwen, but this is gonna be good.
Gwen begins to undo like the snaps of her fancy dress and shrugs out of it. And she's in a little tracksuit.
Oh my god.
Killian gets up and sort of like everybody else is watching. They sort of like clear the area. He goes up on top of the stage, and as he sort of gets upwards, he holds his hands outwards. And as he does so, he twists them down to the side, and it's just ink that is like surrounding. And then you watch as he gets towards to finish the circle. It's just like this really bright light that continues onto the other side. And he brings it together. It sort of like explodes, and there's this radiant sort of shield that's like covering the rest of his body, and his cloak, his silver quill uniform is like dripping with like ink down towards the.
Oh, mage armor! I can do that too.
And yours is like what
Her
is it?
hair grows really long and wraps around her.
And he's just like,
Explodes.
Althea, everybody walks over towards you, and they're just like, "You're facilitating this, right?"
I'm gonna referee it, yes.
Judge? Where's the judge?
And they are on either side of the stage, just sort of like ready and like waiting. Killian like darts his eyes over towards you.
Alright. I guess standard rules apply. No maiming. No killing. But otherwise, all goes. First to relent loses.
I don't think you're prepared, Gwen.
On my mark.
He like pulls his fingers back a little bit, gets into like a stance.
Go.
All right. So roll dexterity. Flat dex.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull the stat one off. There we go.
I'm gonna flip my coin.
Okay. Flip your coin. Oh, 20?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think so, right?
Amazing.
It is a 20.
All right. What are you casting?
I'm gonna put his ass to sleep.
You just put it in sleep.
Again?
Cool.
If it works, I have a line.
So, okay. I gotta think about how this works for a moment. So I think what happens here is that, not to spoil anything, you're winning this duel, but he still gets his off. It's because you guys are going at the same time. You guys are rolling to see like who's getting it quicker. So here's what happens. First, I need you to roll a charisma saving.
14.
Okay, so here's what happens. You're like, go. And flying forward, there's like nothing. They're like, they both seem to cast something, but there's nothing that you were expecting, like two lances of ink and like purple magic like hitting each other at the same time or something. But there's just like, and there's just like a bit of like the candles like, go nearby, and you just see the reaction of the two of them reacting to the magic. What you see what you see from each of them. Killian has Killian's hand is covered in ink to like a claw of some kind, and his mouth is like dribbling that like ink again. And you hear him like, and he like says something. Gwen, same thing, or some sort of like very quick like arcana language. You know it's sleep, like you've heard it before. And she's like, this, and you look and you see Killian falling asleep, and he's
Poor man.
Gwen. Your sleep goes off, and then suddenly you like watch as he's tumbling, and then you are assaulted. Your vision sort of goes blank for a moment, and you just see like a bunch of stars like in your eyes. And as you look around, you hear there's like voices like in your mind, this echoing sort of sound in your head. It's that of Killian's, and he says, you, and it's growing louder and louder, but it begins to transform and change in your mind to that of a voice that sounds familiar, that of Soracatra. And you can hear her speaking in your mind. She says, you aren't ever my daughter. I've only ever wanted to use you. And you hear that, and it strikes into you. You weren't expecting this. And as you sort of like turn back and face everybody else, your expression sort of goes blank, and you're sort of like frozen there for a moment. As you like think, and you're like, you start to hyperventilate, and you start to bring yourself back down. And you look over, you see Killian's asleep on the ground. It had to have been a spell, right? It had to have been. Regardless, you have 2 levels of exhaustion.
Oh.
Dang. It's from that stress. Parental abandonment, you know?
And the students are like, yeah! And one was like, what happened? And Althea walks over, and she gets like the edge of the stage. She's looking at her, and she's like, are you okay? And like a couple of other, you can see, what is her name? Rubina, because she's another Silver Quill student. Her and I think Greta go over towards Killian, and they're like getting him up. And he gets up, and he's just like, he's like all defeated. And he's just like,
Second year.
yeah,
You shouldn't have brought ink to a sleepover.
And Althea kind of focuses. She's just like, are you good? Are you hurt?
I am hurt deeply, but I am all right.
Okay.
Oh.
All right.
And then her mage armor wears off, and all the hair kind of like dies and just falls off, like it's just like a little pile of hair.
Dead hair.
-1 heart from Killian. But like +1 heart with Althea and Greta. They're kind of impressed
Hell
by that. They were
yeah.
like, that's kind of cool.
Bad.
I think everybody else felt very neutral about it.
They didn't quite, understand the levels of spells, you know?
Yeah.
Like an
I think
anime.
Althea goes over towards you, Dawn, and she's just like, I think she's like about to cry. I don't know what's wrong.
Talk to her.
Okay. Well, all right.
Well, I mean, now you know what?
She's just saying that. It's like that. It was that like face of like panic that you had. She's sort of inferring. That's her perspective. Wherever Gwen is actually feeling. This.
She said that to Dawn.
Yeah,
Okay,
Althea said that to Dawn.
I thought Althea was
No.
having a hard time.
No, Althea says that to Dawn as like a hey. I don't know if she's hurt, but you should probably do something.
I'll kind of make sure you get to like, the couch and sit down.
Yeah.
Killian leaves. The other students go back to dueling.
Okay.
Althea's watching.
You alright?
Yes, that was it's not real.
What happened?
Illusion magic of some kind. It got into my head. I heard some nastiness. Don't you worry, Don. I'm all right. I put his ass to sleep
You did.
again, twice.
You do that very well.
Well, thank you. I don't like to hurt people,
Desperate.
so I like to fight defensively.
Mm-hmm.
Without. I mean, I guess he could have broken his nose, fallen down, but
Would that have made his face look better?
I don't know. It is an interesting looking face.
True, true. God. You sure you're okay?
I just need a moment to breathe, and I shall be fine. Thank you, Don. You may get back to your club. I don't want to take you away from it.
No, they seem to be doing fairly well on their own. It's not like I might be running the club, but it's kind of for the people to use.
Oh,
So they get to do their thing. So long as the
fantastic.
general rules are followed and no one actually gets hurt. Okay.
Oh, another one. Another
Maybe.
one over there.
You open the door. You see,
The professor.
son of a bitch.
See, Quintilly.
You see Quintilius. Quintilius and Tiffany Melento.
What's wrong with the first one?
There's the real life one.
He's standing at the door.
Perpetual
and he has
spell
a
that
couple.
puts it
He has a
over.
bunch of papers in his hand, and he just says, "Oh, hello. Is this the secret dueling club? Don't worry, I'm not here to duel or tell on you.
Why do you want to know?
I just have some flyers. I was hoping you could.
Why do you want to know,
some
Weather Boy?
people.
For what?
I am holding auditions during spring break for my play. If you would like to hand them out to more of your athletic folks, those who are doing here at the club, give them to all the clubs. Heard about this one on the grapevine with some people? Don't worry, I'm not going to tell anybody.
Snitch.
Hands you a bunch of papers, and there's like little audition forms for a play. And we look down. The name of the play is Crimson Painted Flowers, or How I Fell in Love with Yesterday's Blood War General in Today's Advancing Forces.
Hell yes.
Oh my god.
And he says, "Thank you, Don.
Right. Have a good day.
You can audition as well if you'd like.
Maybe.
Love to have some first years." Okay, and he walks away. And he comes back. How do I get out of here?
As a team.
I'm very lost.
How did
Down
you
the
get
corridor,
here?
take the second right.
That was the first. I understand. Okay.
I totally sent him down the wrong direction.
Oh,
Into the darkness.
and that's the last time we saw him.
And you never saw him again.
He just
There was a
disappeared.
crocodile there.
What are
You know what?
those?
That means a lot to him. You get a heart with Quinton. Oh my god! It really does. It means a lot to him. Some things mean more to other characters.
Wow.
And that was the fact that you didn't deject him.
Right away.
Actually, can you roll a deception check really quick? You might lose that heart because you sent him down the wrong path. But he might
Well,
just,
here's the
he might
thing.
just not realize.
Here's the thing. I'm good at deception.
He is at 6.
So
What
Roll back.
was the disadvantage?
because he was so excited that
18.
He was just like, wow, not even Dawn knows these corridors. All right, so we move back over. You two get back to your dorms.
Yes, question
and
mark?
We're going to do a little bit of a time skip in a minute because we're sort of like a few days after finals. But you guys get back to dorms, and it's now like sort of like nighttime at this point. You guys come out. Callisto, you watch as Ronan and Stella make their way into your guys' dorms.
yeah, we just walk in
Mm-hmm.
completely normal.
Me?
What's
Yeah,
happening?
both of us.
I don't
We just
know.
walk in completely normal.
She's like watering the plants.
Oh, there's plants now. That's great.
They've probably been just in primarily their dorm,
Yeah.
and then she just kind of kept getting more, and nobody told
They're,
her to
like,
stop. So they're just kind of
Spreading.
They're beautiful. I love those.
Yeah.
Thanks. I just kinda ran out of room.
Ronan and I just had to walk awkwardly next to each other for like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. You ever have that moment where you're like, I don't know what else to say to someone, but you're going to the same place?
Not really.
Oh.
Yep.
Well, that's
Must
fine.
be nice.
I'm good.
I mean,
How are your plants doing?
well, that one's actually looking a little brown lately, so I
Oh.
did move it. But maybe I don't know.
It's literally like one leaf.
How? Let me. Grace, I have a question for you. How attentive is Callisto to
Very.
her plants? Would she notice if Stella swapped them out?
With what?
Yeah, with what?
And now she just like if one is starting to feel brown. Maybe she
A new one?
That's fucking.
I think she would notice because they all look different to her.
Oh, that's good. 'Cause
Oh,
that one's brown. That one there.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm never gonna remember what the name of that one is. What is it? What does it do?
It's a spider crawler.
I'm sorry, a spider crawler. I'm sorry. Do spiders crawl out of it?
No, it's just it's an ivy, and so it often has a large part and then crawls up. Sometimes it moves.
It moves. Like, does it eat people?
Do you know?
Oh, well, there's a plant on Ixalan that is big enough that it will eat people.
Oh.
Yeah, it like paralyzes them and it slowly dissolves them in its mouth.
Yeah, we have something similar.
Right.
Yeah. Except it's like a bunch of them and they swarm around you. Yeah.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Wow, the deep lore.
That's really cool.
Yeah, they'll kill you real quick.
Yeah, okay.
Callisto's just like moving the pot
Oh,
a little bit close.
not man-eating plants. I'm glad you're not keeping.
No.
That's good. That's
Yeah.
good.
So how was your awkward walk?
Awkward.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go get Toasty John. I'll be right back.
She's the same as
Oh. I'm used to you.
I come back out with my cat.
I have been given an updated academic schedule
Oh.
by the administration.
Why didn't you bring that up while we were walking?
Where?
Uh,
We just.
on you.
to be honest, you failed out of your first year here.
I didn't.
Well, I assumed you did.
I didn't.
No, okay. Well, I have an updated academic schedule.
And Gwen and Dawn are here.
Yes.
Hello.
Mal left you a note.
Oh.
And then.
It's like a post-it note, and it's just like folded over. It just says, "Hey, macaroni. I'm spending the night with some other friends. I'll
She
be
has
back
other friends.
in a week."
Sorry, that's not even.
that was way too long. I'll be back in like 2
I'm
days.
spending the night. It's gonna be a week.
Fair.
So you're on like academic probation.
I guess that's probably what they
You're on
call it.
academic probation.
Wait, you're
yeah.
on academic probation.
That sounds right.
I
Actually,
got
since
it.
Wait,
Yeah.
you're on academic probation.
Tobin, you just heard me ask that question. You don't need to ask it again.
Sorry.
That's what they
You're
said.
on academic probation?
They didn't say those exact words. They did say, though, that if I didn't pass, they would expel me.
That is
That-
exactly
yes.
what academic
Oh.
probation
Great.
is.
Great,
Did you
yeah.
have to sign a contract?
I had to sign a paper saying that I had the meeting
That
with
would be
Vale.
a contract, yes.
Ah.
Who's with
legally
Vale?
binding.
Legally binding. I think if you rip the person's head off, it's not legally
You're gonna
binding.
kill Vale?
No, I would never kill Vale.
She's taking me home in a few days, so I don't.
No, if
Yeah,
anything,
same.
I'd wait, but
I'm not going home.
I'm not going
There's
home.
nowhere to go.
What do you mean there's nowhere to go?
I mean, I could go back to Sean, but
Sean.
like, why would I
Sorry,
want
the
to
way
go
you
there?
said that
Do
made
you not
it sound
have-
like
Right?
it blew up.
Goodbye,
On
everyone.
now. It's in its own little.
Do you not have family?
No.
Rough.
I mean,
Interesting.
not like a
As of that spell
sister
3 hours
or
ago, no.
brother or anything like
Maybe
that.
you want to. Oh my god, my mom's gonna be so mad at me. Maybe you want to come with. Just for a couple days.
No, I had I appreciate the invitation. I had a secret project I was going to work on while the campus is nearly empty.
Oh, by the way, I have these.
What are those?
Cards.
Flyers to
Oh,
You eat a piece of paper.
Quintilius?
Quintilius.
It's a paper.
play.
It's
for
crimson
auditions.
painted roses or whatever.
Yeah.
There's Mal here.
Excuse you, it's
she
Crimson
might
Painted
want
Roses,
to.
or How I Fell in Love with Yesterday's Blood War General and Today's Advancing Forces.
Right.
I'm not gonna do that.
Right, is Mal in it? She's probably going to want
Probably
to.
an audition.
I
Does
think
she-
that's where she
does she-
is.
She could be.
Should we let?
Should be.
Look, should
no,
we let
she's
her?
not with Quintilius
know,
right now, 'cause
like
he's probably
just so that
lost
she
in the
doesn't miss
dungeons.
out. I would not want
I'm
her
sure
to
she
miss-
already
I
knows.
sent him down the
She
wrong
said
way
she's
with
staying
that.
with some
Hell.
friends for a few days.
I mean,
Like-
did she say?
Friends or like friends?
I don't know.
You don't. You guys are joined at the hip.
She hasn't said if she's seeing anyone.
Oh, she's not.
Yeah, we know why.
And
she just, like, looking She just like looking
Did
at the
something
flyer.
happen?
Huh?
Did something happen? Do I need to kill somebody?
No. I think she's just
Oh,
trying
I
to
see the-
find. She's just trying to find herself right now. That's it. You know,
yeah,
it's that
she's probably
first
just-
year
Yeah.
of college.
Accept some
She's not
stuff
ready
about
for it.
herself.
Mel had a Disney princess moment.
Yeah, she's been working on that.
Yeah. No. Perfect. I know I'm the last person to say anything about this sort of thing because like I don't really get involved in. But it might be fun to go and harass Quintilius. Yeah, like all of us. I think we should.
Right now, like, go boo him.
No, I think we should go and audition.
Oh, I'm going to audition.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, you
yeah.
are?
Like
Yeah.
for
I'm
real,
surprised.
or
I'm
as a
kind of
joke?
surprised.
Mina wants me to audition.
Oh,
think
okay,
it'd
that
be-
makes sense now.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
She's gonna audition.
Is she an? Is she an actor?
She
Judgy Gwen.
acts, yes.
Oh, just
Can she?
I don't know. I guess I've heard she's very busy.
She is. She does a lot.
I wonder if she does too much. Like maybe she doesn't have like enough time to like commit to serious things
Like a play?
or other serious attachment.
Music.
Sorry.
But like a play, from what I understand.
I guess
plays
we'll
are
see,
very-
Gwen.
Oh,
I guess
yeah,
we'll see.
yeah.
It's gone.
I would hate for her to, like dazzle Quintilius and capture his heart and get cast in this play, and then, because she's so busy, like
I
because
have
she's
a
got
feeling
so
like
much
that-
on her plate that like she leaves Quintilius.
I have a feeling that's already
heart
happened.
broken. Like I would hate
part now, but
Are you worried about
I
his
would hate-
heart?
for that to happen.
Are you worried about him?
It's okay to like people.
It is. I could put a word in.
Or are you talking
No.
about like
No.
the other way around,
What?
where you're like secretly hoping it would actually all go wrong?
There's a lot of self-reflection.
I mean, are we? Oh, is that our plan? Are we going to?
I don't think we're really planning much of anything.
Oh. Are we going to just go and audition and have fun? Like we could go have fun. Like we could all go
I mean,
audition
We can do that for once.
dress up
We
and-
don't have to.
and then
be
go
doing
and then go to the
something-
fire jolt
Yeah.
afterwards.
Yeah.
Hang out,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'd
Get-
love that.
Why not?
get milkshakes.
I don't know if they have milkshakes, do they?
No, you could get that at
They
the.
have like frappuccinos.
Yeah, basically
Close
a
enough.
milkshake.
Yeah, you just ask for a frappuccino without the coffee.
Yeah, I could make that
That's
totally.
pretty much what I get. So. Vanilla bean frappuccino.
No, I think that sounds like a wonderful.
You're gonna
time.
audition?
I think it.
It'd look good on your academic record.
It
There you
like
go.
will.
There you go.
multifaceted,
It's
you know,
an
extra.
It's an
Entire
extracurricular. stuff.
motivation has flown out the window now.
Stella, let me go get you a monologue. In fact, I need to get a monologue.
I
I'll
don't
be
know if
right
you've
back.
How about-
Oh, what?
I'm trying to
This
think of
audition
something
is
to
in like
convince
2
you.
weeks, by
Yeah.
the way.
No,
That's not tomorrow.
not
You
tomorrow.
could-
Gwen's
you
already
could
like
just be like a
milkshake.
stagehand. Like you don't
Right.
need to like learn any lines.
Yeah.
That doesn't really seem like your vibe.
No,
Thing.
and she's gonna. Did Gwen?
You
Did
could
Gwen
be-
leave the room to go get something?
Yes.
Yeah, she's gonna look. She goes, "I'm there to mess with Quintilius."
Oh.
That's it. That's it. But
Please,
please,
yeah.
like so.
You could stand there and like in the background look pretty, because that's probably what Quintilis would want you to do anyways.
That's really sweet that you think I'm pretty. Thanks.
I don't
Thanks, Don.
think many people would disagree with me.
No,
Stella, I have a couple of monologues.
You have a couple
A
monologues.
princess from a historical epic. I have a bloodied general on the
Yeah.
eve of a final battle.
That's pretty good.
And I have a cut purse with a heart of gold.
Wow. Wow.
I think any one of you could do these as well.
I'm good.
Do you have a piece?
To audition with? No.
Ronan, you can't audition without a piece. You have to have a piece. If you don't have a piece, what are you going to audition?
Okay,
You're just going to go up there and you know what?
I think I'm gonna try and see if I can find something while I'm home. Something personal.
You know what? Me too.
Yeah, I can see that.
Here you go.
You guys spending there talking about auditioning and whatnot, but we're gonna skip forward a little bit. About 2 weeks pass, and during these 2 weeks, you guys, the lighting's gonna change. Just warning.
It's gonna go through
Is it
10
gonna
different
have a heart
changes.
attack?
It's gonna go like.
Are you gonna make this
Actually
side
fucking working.
really pale?
Well,
It happened
Yeah.
last game
It
where
did.
it
We
just Spencer and I were
washed
literally
out.
glowing.
it was rough. You guys go through the next 2 weeks, and Ronan and Dawn, you guys are planeswalked back to core, not magic core, my core. Core is a plane magic. Well, no, it's not a plane. It's plane magic. But
I was thinking of.
back to Evenfall in Sunder World.
Also magic core.
Yeah.
So I was like, magic?
You're good. And you guys visit your families. And you know, I want to do something quick with this, but not something insanely like overly detailed. But Dawn, you head back. Your moms are really happy to see you. They ask you all these questions. They want to know everything about what's going on. And of course, you like regale them with like everything.
Yep.
And
I tell them someone's trying to kill us.
they're weirdly like kind of into it. They're like,
Yeah,
I mean,
like,
that sounds about right.
You know, exactly. That's what I imagine. Like, oh, yeah,
Like, it
that
wouldn't be
sounds right.
cool. It wouldn't be the same. It's just like, honestly, I'm kind of glad that somebody's like kind of after you. You know, it's kind of
really motivates you.
Gives you some motivation.
Yeah, exactly. So
Some character building.
they're just really just into everything that you're doing, and just really supportive, and they're very proud of you. And you guys spend a few nights together. You get probably gonna go out to dinner one of the nights,
Yep.
and they've been telling you.
Looks like the nice restaurant in the village.
Yeah, they don't.
Just the tavern.
Yeah, the village. Lee and I. No,
No, I'm not in, like,
that's
yeah.
right, wherever you guys live.
Yeah. It's-
And yeah, of course.
What's that? It's in the west something in Regia. Greyport?
Greyport.
Yeah, it's near
Yeah.
Greyport. It's-
Perfect. Yeah, you guys, they don't really fill you in with what's happening with them. They don't want to bore you, but also just nothing is really happening. But you
They
get
went
some
on a
quiet
couple
nights back at
expeditions, so
home.
that's about it.
Yeah, there's a piece of this that makes you feel a little homesick, but after like the second day, you're like, I already want to go back. Like, you're like, I'm done. I want to get out of here. But unless there's anything else specific that you want to do.
Not specific. She'll probably spend some time. I almost imagine that their place is like one of the nicer places in this village because they
no doubt.
travel and get stuff.
They're really rich.
They're not really rich, but they, in a small town, they are the more well-off kind of thing. But they also live a little bit like a ways from the village too. They're not like in the way.
Lily probably gets a check in the mail from Ronan, from Philip.
Yeah.
It's like,
Thanks for saving the world,
You're
chat.
owed this.
I'm not fucking paying people.
You are not making that decision.
It's
Where
from.
am I
It's
getting the money?
It's from Marcia.
There we
Where am
go.
I getting the money from?
Sorry. I forgot the ending to my own campaign. Apologies. Yeah. Ronan, just stop me, please.
Control,
Continue.
delete. You're
I
fine.
can't.
Yeah.
I can't. I feel like Ronan twice.
But I imagine they have like a small like library / like study,
Yeah.
and probably she goes in there to find some like some books that they may have in there that would be like play type things.
Yeah.
If things are like the core version of Shakespeare.
Of course. Yeah. Perfect. Love that.
That's about
It's
it.
Shakespeare, but it's written by Jace.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That makes.
Jace Spears.
Yeah.
Okay,
Jason
no.
Aldean.
There's
Yeah,
one
Aldean.
that is Jace. There's one that is Kurt.
There you go. That's it. Yeah. weirdly,
Lelia tried to talk me out of Kurt, but
Kurt's is raunchier somehow. But yeah.
strangely.
And it's like it's so abstract. Like you don't, the plot goes all over the place, and then you find out later it's like Pulp Fiction. It's all out of order on purpose. Yeah. So
yeah, that sounds about right.
And then, by the end, you're left confused but impressed. Jason's just kind of poorly written, but everybody's like, whatever.
He makes like 10 dick jokes. It's all good.
It's poorly. It's like known to be poorly written, but the story is compelling. For some reason.
Yeah.
It's like a really good story, but
like
poorly written.
Yeah, it's like the MCU.
Yeah.
It's like these aren't super good, but they're kind of like a good theater experience.
Yes.
Pulp Fiction, Forrest Gump.
There you go. Ronan, you're home.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest, both your parents do not expect it. You get home, you walk in, you see your dad sitting at a table, and he's like half asleep, and he's got like a fork and like he's got like a spoon and some soup. And you open the door and he goes, "You got kicked out again?"
I didn't get kicked out. Yes, I'm home. Didn't get kicked out. I'm just visiting.
I'm sorry. He stands up, he walks over and he hugs you and he says,
Oh.
"Are you okay?
I'm fine.
You doing okay?"
Yeah.
All right. The spring break?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How long are you here?
3 days?
Okay, all your brothers and sisters are asleep, and your mom will be home later tonight. So you're stuck with me, sorry.
That's fine. Do you want to take a nap? You look real tired. I was gonna go get a few things.
No, it's okay. It's good. It's good. I was just resting my ass.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What are you getting?
Oh well, I have like roommates. I was gonna get them little.
Yeah.
Trinkets?
You should. Who are your roommates?
Maybe with her life.
He'd explain everyone, give little details.
Philip's trying really hard not to act more interested than he is. He's like, cool.
Uh-huh.
Cool. Oh, awesome. Yeah. Go get some stuff.
I want to know how you describe everybody, because Mal and Dawn, Philip already know.
Yeah.
So you don't. It's like Dawn and Mal. That's fine. But I want to know the other three. How you describe
Well, there's
them?
Callisto. She's a wizard like me. She's a lot smarter than me.
That's okay.
She
You're
came
still
out.
really smart.
We worked on this spell, and she like duplicated herself, and it's really cool.
Wow.
She likes plants. There's Gwen. She's from.
You're not having a hard time making friends.
No.
I'm glad.
There's Gwen. She has a really big bird, and it doesn't
I thought
like.
you were gonna say something else. I was gonna be like, I want to hear about that.
No, it doesn't like Toasted John. It's kind of a problem, but it's getting better. She's like a detective. She has like notes and notes and notes on her board. She roommates with Dawn, and she has like this board. Huh?
Did Mom say you can take Toasty John?
Did you just think Toasted John was missing? Have you been looking for Toasty John?
No.
Is Sweet James okay?
Which one's that?
Oh no!
Leon's cat. Is it okay?
Yeah, he's fine. Yeah. No, I've been looking for him.
You haven't been looking for
knew
Toasted
he was
John?
gone.
Are you lying to me?
No.
Okay.
I didn't know Mom said that was okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's my cat. Why would
you take a cat?
Yeah,
Okay, I'm just making sure. Just be careful.
he's fine. I'm glad you're so worried.
I'm not worried. I
And
have full confidence in you.
yeah, and then there's Stella. She's like a vampire and a pirate.
Maybe stay away from her.
She's
Maybe run. Maybe.
very interesting.
I know.
She's on academic probation.
Definitely stay away.
I told you about your auntie, right?
Yeah. She's not gonna shoot me. She doesn't have a gun.
She didn't have a gun either. At the time.
Okay. I'll stay away from her.
I'm saying just be careful. I'm not trying to tell you to live your life. All
Yeah.
right, it's just
Can I go?
yeah.
Cool.
Sorry.
This poor man.
Be careful.
I will. Love
Go
you.
get some stuff.
Yeah.
Love you.
Love you too.
Shit.
What?
Nothing. Oh, you leave. You go get some
Philip's
stuff.
so
you come back.
overwhelmed.
You come back. Yeah.
He's been
Tia is back
single-dadding
as
it for a whole day.
She's really happy to
Yeah.
see you. She's overly worried, more than you that you're used to.
Uh-huh.
And she doesn't try to hide it. She's like, "Are you hurt? Is everything okay?"
I'm
You're
great.
She
I'm
checks
fine.
on
I'm
everything.
fine. I didn't get-
Yeah.
Did you not know that I
Have you
took
been seeing
Toasty
those things
John?
again? What? You took the cat?
Did you guys say he was missing?
No, I just didn't know where he was, and I asked Philip to find him. He couldn't find him. I didn't know you took him.
Yeah.
You took him last year?
Yes. Did you guys just think my cat was missing for a whole like 6 months?
Ronan, if you would have told us, we wouldn't have thought he was missing.
They got a point.
Yeah, I have Toasty John. He's fine. He's great. He chases this really big bird around.
You need to be careful.
I'm doing great. Much better than last.
no?
She's great.
And then like she starts going over like a bunch of things with you and like
Yeah.
starts with you. Like unlike Lily's parents, they tell you everything that's been going on. Like, you've been doing this and this, and
Catch me
Leon started soccer and
Not
It's
baseball?
only been 3 months.
no, yeah, he
No
started
bullets?
baseball. He started basketball and
Basketball.
He's growing out
It's
a
not
mullet.
sacrilegious, actually. And all these different things, and you have a very overwhelming time back at home. But it's kind of like some chaos that you're sort of used to. Weirdly, Strixhaven feels less stressful sometimes than being at home does. But eventually, you gather some things, get some stuff together. And Philip doesn't question you again.
Even though he really wants to.
yeah, exactly. He's just going to be filled with the thoughts of like,
Why did I
just like
say that?
Marcia. Oh.
There's
You know
a
what? I think he
vampire.
does ask you at some point. He wakes you up with his potent dad voice.
No.
Looks down at you and he's just like, does she follow a dark being?
She falls in orb.
No. She's just looking for her brother.
Okay. You need to shoot a bird.
I
don't
don't
do
do that.
Lieutenant, sorry, I'm referencing. Okay, you guys gather back up together. Vale finds you again. She looks a bit impatient. Planeswalks you guys back to Arcana. The rest of you guys have been doing some other stuff that we talked about that we'll get into as we go through our 2 week sort of time skip here. Yes?
We got secrets.
I just was going to say that Callisto. Stella definitely goes to the swamp and tries to find Spider, Ivy.
Oh. Can you roll nature?
No. that's what int skill.
Yes.
Yeah. yeah.
What skills do you have? Charisma and that's it?
Yeah.
All you need.
Oh, that's pretty decent. Let me see. Give me a moment. This doesn't have anything to do with dinosaurs?
No. Nothing at all.
15.
You know what? Yeah, we it's
That's not bad.
2 weeks later, and we come back to Stella trudging around in the swamps, and you are able to find a bunch actually. You find like quite a bit, and it's all muddy and gross because it grows in like this weird spot. And you totally do see it like at one point like the way like like time lapses of branches when they like move around and find things to cling to, and then they like go around them. Mm-hmm. The way they move is like this, but there's this weird sort of slowness to it as it appears as if it's crawling. And you think you have to catch it, but it's a plant. You're like, what am I doing?
Pick it up.
You just pick it up. It's like, hey, it's a plant. What am I? There's a point where like
Callisto's in my head.
yeah, it like gets like
Yeah.
near your arm and kind of like latches around it, but it doesn't like strangle you or
Right.
anything. It just
Just
like kind of
holds
grabs
on.
around. And it's like
Comforting.
strange. Callisto, you wake
Affection?
up early one morning. You just sleep in a little bit. Does Callisto sleep in a little bit?
I think she does, yeah.
Yeah.
She partakes in sleep.
You partake in
Sometimes.
sleep. And you wake up, and as you wake up, I'm changing the light. There is you
Good morning.
come out. There's nobody out here. Will you please work? God, these
That's
lights.
just what she sees all the time, just a bunch of colors.
Yeah, really. It's like, ew. As you wake up, there's nobody in the door, and you can hear like shouting and shouting outside. groggily go over towards the window and you look down. And you see maybe like a half a dozen students gathered around, and you see Rampart, who is currently holding out their arms, pointing and pointing and pointing, while the other side is Stella. She's just sitting there,
Oh no.
currently hands filled with plants. And Rampart is issuing some sort of decree.
She's just like, and she's just like, what the?
And then they turn and they look at the window, and everybody's looking at you. You put the plants out.
She's probably gonna have come down. Like,
You come down.
you know, she's just like,
and,
what is?
you
what's
catch the
happening?
middle of another conversation where it is the two Rampart is just barking these like terms at Stella. It's just like, for the honor of my friend Callisto, I will and thus forthrightly duel thee
Yeah.
now.
sorry.
Callisto, I uphold my end of the deal.
I don't think Callisto's honor needs defending, first of all. And if
Then
it
why were
does,
you so quick to come to her defense?
if anything, Callisto can defend herself. I was just warning you what would happen if you hurt her again.
Well, it seems as if you issued a threat.
I did. I told you I would rip your throat out.
Well, I am here to defend my honor.
Okay.
Hang on.
He can defend his honor.
Callisto, you walk over in between them.
Let them defend their honor.
He can defend his honor. That's fine. What did you say to him?
I did say that I would rip his throat out if he hurt you again.
And I said I'd be here to meet that request.
He didn't hurt me.
Yeah, he definitely hurt you. He like shoved you down.
He's very tall.
You're very frail.
They.
They are very frail. You are very frail.
You are. Sorry.
Loxodon?
Loxodon.
I put elephant.
You know, I
Okay.
was quite aware of that.
Yeah.
Do you think I need to be defended like
No.
that? I need to be saved?
Nope. I think you save yourself. But sometimes people who care about you will take care of it for you
No.
by violently ripping people's stuff out.
No.
No?
Stella, I'm my own person. I know I'm frail, but I can protect myself.
Okay.
That was an accident.
Okay.
It's not.
Rampart kind of backs down a little bit. It's
You don't just threaten people thinking that you're going to save somebody else because they're more pitiful? Is that what you think?
No. I don't think you're more pitiful. I think people have different strengths. And if you wanted to, you could kill him.
I don't
But-
want to.
No, I know.
And I think you're also
Yes.
kind of a little
Yeah.
going too far.
I see.
You don't. I don't want people to take care of me. I don't want people to look after me. I know what happens. I've lived with it my entire life.
Right.
I don't want people to always just think that's what I am.
I understand. I just think I was confused because that's what I would do for my brother. Who, by the way, is not frail either and could take care of himself.
Does your brother like that?
I would say probably 90% of the time. 10% of the time he does that like, still. And he gets like this look on his face and it's like disapproving, like your face is kind of right now.
Rampart, I think, walks over and says, I apologize. Callisto.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
It's fine. I think I need to apologize for Stella. I didn't think she would go to threats, nor was that protective of people.
Well, you
clearly-
are perfectly capable.
I know I am.
Yes,
I've
of course. I mean, they sort of like turn and they're about to run off, and then they turn back towards you and say, "Run off." I respect you very deeply.
Thank you. I think your magic is different than mine. It's rather fascinating.
Well, you ever want to know more?
Yeah,
And they just like.
I am sorry.
They just went,
I'll send him a note. I don't think
Gross.
I should run after him in this state.
I want to set a ground
Yes.
rule then.
Okay, ground rule.
I know when to ask for help,
Okay.
and I will do so. It's why I have Luminary. He's always
Right.
That's the whole point.
Yes.
I have made do with this the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate you doing that, but it's an overreaction. I think your brother let you do it, be protective, because that's, I think, what siblings are like. Sometimes I don't actually have much comparison.
fair. Yeah, I mean,
But there's different bounds between siblings and friends.
I'm sorry, Callisto.
There's a couple of people nearby. Like, whoa, Stella just apologized. We should get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Why do you have a bunch of plants, by the way?
I thought they looked cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It looks a lot like the spider ivy.
Yeah, it's real friendly. You ever been out to the swamp?
Get tempted, but I know there's some wild stuff over there.
There's also some like
Not to
wild
be like
stuff.
DM correcting or anything, but you guys do know it's called the Sedgemoor.
Yeah.
It's a verdant
Swamp.
area of no,
It's-
you're fine. I just wanted to let you know
It's
because
the
I have
swamp.
not properly introduced
Swamp.
it. But it is the verdant swamp of Witherbloom campus, and it's called the Sedgemoor.
Yeah.
The swamp.
You've been to the
It can
swamp?
just be the swamp too. Swamp. I play swamp ass.
Swamp ass.
Swamp ass.
Swamp ass.
There's a lot of the plants that Ronan likes grow in the swamp too. Ronan likes like the get high plants.
Oh,
Yeah.
All
was
right.
not expecting
Yeah.
that.
So,
Fair.
Gwen, it has been a pretty uneventful spring break for you. You have been making your way around the campus, doing lots of really interesting stuff.
Mostly, it's like we get like a short film of like a day in the life of a halfling janitor who just wanders around. Like Gwen is literally cleaning the campus, like, and really like she's refining this cover. And like there'll be scenes of her like
perfect
practicing
for
in the mirror, and like doing the voice. And like really putting the details on this person, and then just like two people sitting on a bench gossiping, and like
Yeah.
she walks over with her broom, and like
Yeah,
one
they
of those
do
like
not pay you any mind.
she's just picking up trash, and
Here's in the background, they talk about all their various rumors, all the various rumors that they're giving you, and
Pink Panther. to me.
Yeah.
and you know, over the course of these weeks, you've sort of really gotten down to the schedule.
don't mind
There's a
me, children, just a simple
being
janitor moving along and cleaning the
It's being
campus.
paid
Yeah,
in
okay.
information.
Garrett Apple Hollow's the name, not that you need to knows it.
Okay,
Just a simple janitor going along his business.
let's go. You fall into
Really
this
weird.
like for a while. You start making friends with the other janitors. Borges is one that you really start to become friends with.
Borges?
Borges, Borgis.
The board.
He's a orc. You know what? He's a troll. He's a really tall, huge tusk, and like
The
he's worked here
halfling and
for
the
a
troll.
long time, and he's just like, "Good to see you again." What's your name?
Garrett Apple Hollow.
Garrett. Good to see you again, Garrett.
Well, it's always nice to see you, Borges.
Southwest is perfectly clean. I see you've taken care of North End.
Aye, every day,
Okay.
every day. That's
And
my
it's-
cross to bear.
It's like the end of the week, and he's just like, "This is for you," and he hands you a bag of gold.
Thank God.
You get 10 gold pieces.
Hell yes.
I just thought she gets paid.
Yeah.
You might as
I'll
well.
spend it all in one place.
I will-
And you continue to rumor monger and continue to work for the janitors. And you know what? They just accept that you're just a new hire. Nobody questions it. However, around like the second week, around the time you know that a lot of your friends started coming back from their various trips and things that they've been doing, you know that Dawn and Ronan were out. You haven't really seen Callisto, which is weird. You don't know what she's up to. Mal either. You see Mal less. Strangely seen Stella quite a bit. But I mean, you two just are like, hey, and then like but you see her. So it's like the opposite. It's like all the studious, members of your friend group. They're just like fucking gone. But you start to. It starts to get closer and closer towards those auditions that Quintilius is having for Crimson Painted Flowers, or How I Fell in Love with Yesterday's Blood War General and Today's Advancing Forces. And you learn about the things that I had told you about, but you also, there's something else that you discover. I'm going to remind myself of everything that you learned.
Secrets.
All of that, yeah. Okay, I'm just making sure. So, you, like I told you before we started today, you'd been questioning a bit about the Auric and trying to find out about who they are and what they are. And you've sort of been given a general sort of cold response from people within Strixhaven. A lot of people, there are people who are more interested in talking about the various drama that is going on campus over the weird cult that may not be real. And so, it's either too real of a topic, some people don't even know about it, or some people do know about it and are not going to tell you. And there's this strange sort of aura around that. And you catch a couple of connections. There are people who are surrounded around in Lorehold, Lorehold students that seem to be a bit more on the, I'm not going to tell you about this. There's that connection. Weird. You start asking around a bit. A lot of the third years are more likely to talk about the fourth years who seem to know something and don't want to tell you. You find out that there are some alumni that had maybe connections to the Auric, but they aren't here, and you don't know who they are. But there are weirdly quite a bit of alumni that you've found that. Like all the other various colleges of students and stuff, there's maybe like little tidbits and factoids and whispers. But within Lorehold, there's almost like not hard proof, but the reaction you get from Lorehold students is like, "Hey, we're not talking about this." Weird.
That must be especially frustrating given Lorehold's
Whole ideal on knowledge
Right.
and history, and they're keeping it from you. So it's
Yeah.
out of character and it's strange. You go back and kind of gather all your notes together. At this point, I think everybody is back. At this point, you guys are all back in your dorms, and you've sort of gathered all of your notes together, and you can just see that there's a line connecting here between this and the information I gave you earlier. I'm going to reply to it really quick and just remind you. And you feel free to do whatever you want with that information.
I got everybody gifts.
You did, indeed.
Wow.
Oh, you were aware that Mal was here last week? Mm-hmm. She didn't go home. You two just went. She did go. She is currently right now on she hasn't been gone the whole time, but she's right now. She went on a a Prismari field trip with a bunch of students. They invited Rutha and what's her name? What is her fucking name?
Someday he'll remember.
Cynthia.
It's not Cynthia.
Kyla.
Kyla.
Oh, god damn it. Fucking
Same brain cell.
Rionia, she invited her, and they're on an art museum trip, and it's all week, so she's just out. Anyways, you brought everybody gifts.
I did.
Callisto
With
is
this very
actually
ominous
like
music.
flattered and surprised. She didn't expect that.
You
So I was
get
like,
a
"Whoa."
succulent.
Oh.
My grandmother has a very extensive garden. I thought you might like that. You get a book of dinosaurs.
Oh, thank you.
It's a picture book.
Love that. Love
Yeah.
that.
Big print.
Love that.
You what did I get for you?
Should I give you a picture book?
You know my aunt, right?
Give you a dinosaur coloring book?
Age appropriate.
I think she pays my mom.
Star Wars like,
Interesting. This is a sword fighting technique book that she recommended.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
And then
Is
you
a
get
sword fighting technique book?
Yeah.
Is that what it is? Who gave it to you?
Lamarcia.
it's like very extra.
And then you get a stack of buddy cop comics from Leonia.
Yeah.
Half the buddies are cats.
Yes.
Like not even tabaxi, but like cats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Called Kitty Cop.
Yeah.
No,
what they're called, kitty
no.
cop.
The buddies are the
Kitty detectives.
people. It's the cats that are the detectives.
Yes.
Yeah,
Kitty
yeah.
cops.
And then
Kitty cops with a Z.
and then an assortment of coffees and pastries just for the dorm.
Nice.
Little treats.
Leonine treats.
Yes.
Are there any merfolk on Leonine?
I think so, yeah.
You didn't have to bring any blood of them, did you?
I can't say I did.
No, okay. That's fine.
Is that what you would have preferred?
Coffee is great. I love that. And donuts. Love
I
that.
don't know where I would find blood of a mermaid.
That is a fair point. I just usually find it from mermaids.
Next time I'm home, I'll look around.
I would get gifts, but my home is kind of boring, so that's not interesting.
Mine's like the capital of.
Yeah, I'm kind of a backwater world. Town,
Yeah,
so
I know.
I would have gotten you gifts, but mostly what I collected over the past week was trash.
Like actual.
I've been cleaning campus.
For money?
Well,
secrets.
I did get paid.
Well,
But
that's good.
mostly
But
I...
Now you're thinking about it, Dawn. There was a janitor that Fane told you was like gonna like help out and like clean the area. And, like, you're just thinking.
Wait
about
a
that.
minute.
I didn't go home, so I just tried a bunch of clubs.
Oh.
Yeah, dueling
Bunch
club
of
is
clubs.
actually a lot of fun. I mean, I'm not in it. I'm just watching.
Not the fun clubs.
You can join.
No, I'm okay.
It's a lot
But
of
I
fun.
can help like technique wise.
Well, that's what. You don't have to be dueling itself. You could just.
Althea
Just being there is
also
pretty much
shows up
joining.
to watch. You have met, and she probably talked to you ad nauseum. You both are into plants. Ad nauseum. If you were at Dueling Club watching with Althea, who also likes plants,
Oh.
what a heart.
And Gwen would sure to have introduced them.
Kethek
This is
showed up
my-
one time to Dueling Club, got his ass beat, and he cried and ran away.
Oh no! I tried to like help,
Yeah,
but
he
he's,
was like,
he's
I'm
gone.
good.
See,
I'll probably use my son.
Kind of overreacted, to be honest.
Yeah.
Calista likes to look at the spells more than anything, and then she probably also has like luminary. It projects parts of it. She's like, that part you need to stop doing that.
I don't know if Dawn has actually dueled yet. She might be doing more of the
To like anybody.
the referee. Yeah.
That's
No,
how
but,
she
no,
is.
absolutely.
She's just like, stop doing that. You're gonna trip.
There's definitely some students who were like, okay, you have to duel now. I think Aaron made a point that he wanted to make sure to duel everybody. So you've definitely dueled together. Can you
Yeah.
make a roll really quick? I just want to know how that went. Can you make an attack roll?
15.
It was a stalemate. Oh my god, you tied the first time. Wow. So that's cool.
There you go.
So you guys are working up to like a tournament that you're gonna have. Pretty soon. So yeah.
I think I'm like, yeah. Since I'm like in charge of it, I think I'm kind of just making sure everything's like doing well more than like I would want to be doing more, but it's like
Yeah, sure.
having the other people go first kind of thing. And you're all invited, obviously.
Yeah, it's
I don't think I need
not
to say it, but someone
horrible.
got on my case one time.
I do know how to sword fight. That's a good time.
Oh, you don't have to fight with a sword. You can fight with magic. You could fight with a sword, but you could fight with magic.
It's primarily for mixing magic and like martial, but
All right, I could do that someday, maybe. I don't know. I'm gonna be working a double shift like every day until we go back to.
well, come when you are able to and
Well,
want to.
I've seen you pull all-nighters before, Ronan.
Yeah, I
For-
don't
for
like to.
less
I don't like to
exciting
sleep.
things.
I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't think one needs to pull an all-nighter to go
For
to.
one-
Oh, there
one
goes
day?
Silver Quill.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he needs to do it for.
Just one day. Easy. Fun. One night of fun.
Maybe then.
I tell you what, I'll go
afterwards
to.
we'll go to like a theater
I'll
and
go
get
to
some
one
popcorn
day
and
of
stuff.
class if you.
Go to the dueling club.
Yeah.
Can we have like a movie night, like an indoor
Yeah.
movie night
Yeah,
somehow?
they have movies.
Is that all it takes? Just bribery?
A reward.
I'll pay you to go to class.
Gosh, why
No.
did we do that last
No.
I
I don't think
can
they're very good movies.
find my own money.
I don't think Arcavius has hit its like Hollywood
Yeah,
revolution, the Renaissance. They're like they would be equivalent to like old timey black and white movies where it's like the text comes afterwards.
Uh-huh,
but
uh-huh.
like instead they're just like illusions. They're like poorly made student films.
Yeah.
Where it's
Okay.
like,
Yep.
look at that over there, and it's like they just only know how to use stages. Like they just don't get this yet. So yeah.
Okay.
Sorry. you're right.
Okay. Here.
I'm not Strixhaven.
Now I know Dawn's direction. For some reason,
Cool.
she's going to try and make the movie industry
Oh,
Arcavius better.
amazing.
Here we are.
Play Actors Drama Guild. Guys, we do movies now, all right?
I'm taking over.
I have a vision.
Yeah.
She's more on the writing side. But
Mm-hmm.
Did everyone have a good time while I was gone? Did anything crazy happen? That frog guy come back?
No.
Not yet.
Still almost got into a fight with Rampart.
You know, it's
Did.
really odd how no one wants to talk about that. Like, I've asked,
Yeah.
No,
a
let's talk
lot,
about
They
it.
do a good job of just putting things under a rug.
but like, really. Like, I've talked to Lawhold people, and they don't even. I can tell some of them no. I can tell some
Have you
of them
tried
no.
charming
won't
them?
tell me.
what type of charming are you talking about? Are you talking magical
She
charming,
winks
or
at
are
you.
you
It's a
talking?
both.
I'm very,
Oh, okay. There we
Yeah.
go.
very charming. I have tried.
Very charming.
I have tried giving them compliments.
Yeah.
I have tried sneaking around in my janitor disguise.
Yeah. Yeah. Have you tried giving them sight orb?
I'm not aware.
No.
I
no.
don't have an orb. I
No, of
don't-
course, of
Your,
course.
Do you show people your orb? The one in your bedroom?
No, not that
Oh.
one. Not that one.
I think
Have you ever
orb
done
is
the-
a euphemism.
Do you ever do the casting charm? Like charm person?
Oh no, no. See, I'm very nice.
You are
You're not wrong. You are actually
are.
not wrong.
a genuinely nice person, Quinn.
Thank you.
But sometimes people need a little incentive.
Like
To-
to get her to class.
Yes.
Ah.
Like bribery.
Are you saying that we need to cast charm person on you to get you to class?
That probably would not work. Would you get trim too?
Do you think you could use your side orbs to get information?
Maybe. Maybe. If you pointed me in the right direction.
I have a lead.
Yeah?
What's your lead?
Well,
So I was like, oh.
it's got to do with all our auditions for the play.
Oh.
We're still going to audition for the
eh.
play, right? As a team.
That's tonight.
It's tonight. So,
How does it tie in?
well, that was the dramatic so.
Sorry.
So, there's a former
So.
law hall professor who's acting as
Quintilius?
Quintilius' patron. She has links to the Auric. She's
they
the only
have-
person I haven't been able to talk
I'm
to.
sorry, the weird creepy cult thing.
Yes, they're not a frog cult. They are something else entirely. Well, I guess they could be a creepy frog cult. No one seems to know or want to tell me.
We're not
But
joining a cult, are we?
no, Of course. Well, I mean, we may need to infiltrate this cult.
Oh, that'll be easy.
That was.
I think so. Well, I'm
What
confident.
it,
How-
well,
do you
it's
know
on the
how?
list
I guess
of
we'll see
things.
at this audition.
Just follow along.
Just to see how
Do what
well
they
we
tell
all
you.
act.
You'll get in.
Yeah, my uncle said like right before.
Do you know where to
don't
find them?
join any cults.
No.
That's
You
because
know.
that to me is the hard part.
Right, no, the point would be to find them, root them out, and destroy them. Because they're trying to destroy. I mean, at least right now they're trying to destroy us. So, there is a professor going to be at this audition. If we can get to her, she may know something.
How do you propose we do that? Do you have information on
Well,
getting to her?
she's very devoted to her art and to drama. So I think perhaps our best bet is to get into this play and to charm her, not with side orb. I don't
Okay.
think.
You don't think that's the right
Burlesque
move?
is out of the
No,
picture.
Oh my god!
No.
So I don't know what my chances that I'm actually going to be cast in the play are. He doesn't like me
I
very
would- yeah, I would
much.
assume if
I
it's
was just
completely
going
funny, you're
to
gonna-
Well-
please Mina.
Well, I mean, he is sort of a jerk. He might cast you just to sort of
Tell me what to do all the
tease you,
time.
Yeah.
That would
Can you
be-
stomach that?
Ooh,
I don't want to.
ooh,
I don't want to
what-
push you into something you don't want to do,
We'll see,
Ronan,
we'll
but-
see.
What better way to
It-
boo you than to have you as a captive audience?
Yeah.
Right. Or
As-
like
as your-
make you
as
a
your director.
tree in the background and. Just,
I'd be fine with being a tree.
ah.
Don literally like does this.
Can't really. How many ways can you boo a tree? Like, how do you fuck that up?
I think he would
I
find
think,
many.
yeah.
I just want to make sure we're not pressuring you into
Well,
an
if I don't,
environment where.
if I'm having a bad time, I'll just quit.
Fair enough. Someone
At the door of your
knocking at
dorm.
our-
It's Mina.
Oh, hi, Mina.
Oh, hey.
Hi.
Oh,
I had
hi,
some free time
Mina.
to kill before our auditions tonight.
Would you like some pastries?
Yep.
There's also
Did you
coffee.
go home?
I did.
Oh,
It's great.
that's great.
Yeah.
She makes her way inside and she says, "Hey, everybody. I'm gonna get my picture. Hang on."
Aw, don't worry, I know what she looks like.
the hair swipe at the same time.
Yeah. And she says, "How are your parents?" The fuck are you, Mina?
Really stressed.
Really? Why?
I don't know.
These are so good.
Yeah,
They're made with merfolk blood.
they're not.
What?
They're not.
What was that? They're made with blood?
Yeah.
No, they're not. That one's strawberry.
Is hers made of blood?
Nope,
Yeah.
that's why
She
she's, I
wants it
think-
to be, but I didn't know that.
It's okay. That's just the way
gone.
they're traditionally made.
Oh no!
Not
I'm just so
listening.
used to them traditionally made.
Yeah, not in
so-
Leonia. Leonia's different.
I
Yeah.
really don't think that's like that anywhere but where you came from. I'm just gonna
Odd.
establish that.
That explains why they're so set on conquesting.
Conquesting?
Yeah,
Wow.
the act of questing.
Questing.
Questing's cool.
Yeah, it is.
Questing's cool. You ever read like
In the Conway?
forbidden texts?
No, that
You know,
really,
in general.
that really wasn't my thing.
Oh,
Have you?
Targeted me.
Huh?
Have
Oh,
you
yeah.
read?
Have you read any forbidden
I read them
texts?
every week at the Dead Poets Society.
Sorry.
Dead Language Society. If you want to join, it's fun. Ronan will come.
Wait, so like
I thought I wasn't allowed.
you read forbidden text, like
Sort of.
Quintilis?
Alright?
Like-
kind
no,
of.
of course,
They're hard to decipher.
Kind of.
Nobody's been able to decipher
What if
them,
you
but
just,
I bet
like,
if the
go and
faculty
take
could
notes or
decipher
something?
them, they
Yeah.
would
Be forbidden.
confiscate them. You know what
I
I'm
see.
saying?
I see.
We've read a lot about
Wait.
like the Blood Age. Crazy.
I'm sorry.
Have you tried
I think it's been
using
inspiring Quintilius for like a new play. and stuff.
comprehend
That would make a
languages?
Yeah.
Comprehend languages. Yeah, so sometimes it doesn't always work. Sometimes these languages, you understand it, but you don't really like get the intention behind like what they were saying. So like
Why
that's what
if-
we do as a club is we try to interpret it.
naturalize.
When do you guys meet? Callisto's actually like interested.
Oh, Tuesday nights.
Oh.
You
I'll
have your
put you on. It'd be great to have you, Callisto.
I
Are
think
there
your
anything?
herbology's classes at that time, Callisto.
Some-
That was
Are there
last
any
semester.
texts you know
Oh, so
haven't
busy.
Why do you know my
haven't been
schedule?
able to
Why don't you know
translate
yours?
I do know mine. Why do you know my schedule?
I have to know when you're going to be home. When is the room free? I'm sorry.
What have you been doing in our room?
We don't have trouble translating them. We just have a hard
The
time
plants are
interpreting.
scandalized.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's sort of like an art form, really, is what it's like. You just sit down and we, like, try to really process, like, what these things mean. And we sort of each have, like, an assignment each week that we try to find and bring to the group that we think is, like, super interesting, or maybe has, like, a story that really, like, speaks to us.
Have you, have you ever read anything about the Auric? I just figured, you're the person who would probably best know, since you're the dead languages.
She kind of looks at you, and her demeanor drops a little bit, and she just says, "Why?"
Well, you were there, Mina.
Was there where?
The battle at Bow's End. I'm working on it for the Strixhaven Star. I have submitted my...
You're gonna write a piece about this?
I gave you a brief.
Oh, you can write a piece about the tavern burning down. Just don't include the Ulrich.
Mina, you were there.
I know I was there.
And this frog person was
Apparently killed me.
name-dropping the Auric.
Yeah.
Mina, darling,
That stuff.
Do you know?
look at me.
She cast charm
Don't use
person
the
on her.
side.
Ooh. Is this a save?
Yeah, it's a save.
Don't. Jacob's been waiting for this.
I'm so excited! Something's happening!
Roden's just like, oh shit! I have to. Give me a moment. Loading. My charisma is a 4.
Oh, that's a 20. So,
so-
if you want to flip your coin, you can I can re-roll that.
Absolutely. Okay, what if I took exhaustion?
Okay. How many levels of exhaustion you want to take? How much do you think is worth this?
I always bargain too high.
That's why I don't set the terms.
Maybe you should just have him do a reroll.
If I have a reroll, do I have a chance to bargain for exhaustion at some point?
Yeah, she rolls
Okay.
maybe another 20.
There you go.
What's your save?
Okay, so it's 8 plus proficiency,
See,
which
plus
is
charisma.
10. 14.
That's a 12.
Okay.
She looks over at you, and what does it look like when you cast Charm Person? Does anything happen?
I think she probably said, like, Mina, darling, look at me.
Yeah, she looks at
And,
you.
like, her eyes kind of glow
Yeah.
softer.
And she breathes in. She looks at you. What?
You were just telling us about the org.
What the fuck is going on?
She scoots closer towards you. And she, like, wherever you're sitting, she sidles up next to you, and she's like, what do you want to know?
Gwen here has been telling me that no one's been able to tell her anything.
Uh-huh.
And I bet you have, like, all sorts of, like, really good information about him.
Yeah.
And if
think
I
Stella
knew
just
it,
charged
like,
your girlfriend.
I would be able to beat Gwen
You-
at this. I would know something
wanted
that
to
Gwen
be
wouldn't.
Girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
When
we
I
found...
did, obviously.
Stop talking over me. We found some texts
Yeah.
from the past about...
Right.
It gets mixed up with the Archaics and the Oracle. Jadzi specifically. There was a guy who went by the name of Exodus. He tried to take over a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Year before I started coming here, and he was bad. He tried to, he killed people. He summoned the Blood Avatar, nearly destroyed the school. And it's kind of terrible for the school, because if there's a secret cult lying around that fundamentally disagrees and has successfully led an entire attack on the school,
Right.
it's gonna fall apart.
Bad
People
PR. Yeah.
Well, yeah, nobody's gonna want their students to come here and stuff. I don't really mind, to be honest. I
Right.
like living with a little danger, but and she sort of like,
No, you definitely
and
seem like
she
the type.
looks over towards you, and she She grabs like the edge of like your
Yeah,
hair.
yeah.
And she starts playing. She's still playing.
No, she goes.
And she's like, they're a secret underground cult of people who think that they should be taking over Strixhaven, but the faculty really don't want anybody talking about it.
No.
Because if parents find out, school's over.
They don't want to get tuition anymore.
Yeah, but they have secret knowledge. Magic.
I bet.
Dark magic from the Blood Age that is forbidden. And I don't know any of that stuff,
No,
but
no.
I mean, I've just heard.
But you know what, Mina? You're the risk taker. I bet.
Is she blushes? She's
Yeah.
like, oh, no.
I bet that you have done some like digging into this cult.
No, I can't. I shouldn't.
No.
I know. I know. I don't want to get in trouble. I just
But
like learning.
you're just between friends right now. You can't get in trouble.
I don't know any kind of magic that they use. I just know that it involves blood.
Nah, makes sense. Makes
That's
sense.
that's the most I know. And really, we've tried to stay away from it because some deans have gotten on us about it.
Oh, of course.
So,
You give us a list of those books that you maybe.
I would if they weren't confiscated.
Ah,
They're really tight about it.
which one confiscated them?
Good fucking question. Not like I don't know. It's that. It's,
No,
that's
no,
a
no.
really good question.
Mhm.
Like, wow.
Maybe.
Is Ronan trying not to take any of this personal?
I don't think so.
Yeah, how's Ronan feeling right now while I'm looking this up? Give us a little insight.
I don't think he feels any sort of way. He's just like,
He's like, whoa.
well
fucking job.
Silent,
person.
kind of jealous, but impressed at the same time.
Well played.
Yeah, she has one skill.
I think she's under a lot of
Side-
stress
side orb.
right now. Mina Lee is.
That's how you cast translation.
Absolutely. She's like, look right here.
Things are a little rough at the Federal. How'd you know that?
Really, the professors that met with us and threatened to cancel the club, and if we dug any further to expel us, were Shale Talonrook, Dean of Radiance, Ambrose Liu, Dean of Shadow. Which you guys know is Killian's dad.
Yeah.
And
Which one?
Ambrose Liu, Lu,
Those are both
Silver Quill.
Silver Quill. The two Silver Quill deans.
Yeah, and Augusta Tullis, Dean of Order. She's
Augusta.
Warhold.
Augusta what?
Augusta Tullis, Tullus, Dean of Order.
And they put the kibosh on this.
Yeah, they met with them and were like, "You have to stop."
Do you think this cult's still around?
Yeah, they're totally still around.
Yeah.
Yeah, they wouldn't try to hide it if they weren't.
Do you know of any way to get a hold of them?
No, and I don't know if I should really ever tell you that.
Oh, it's just between us.
I just if I wanted to get involved, Stella,
Yeah, never.
I'd be talking to Warhold students.
Yeah, they're the easiest to crack.
They know. No, they're not. They just know a lot.
Really?
No.
What?
They're very. I thought Silver Quill was cutthroat with what the things that they hold on to, but it's just all poetry and art. Lorehold,
Disgusting.
they have knowledge. They have things that they know about, but they've dug too deep.
How do you get them to trust you? Give you their
I
secrets?
don't know. I've never tried.
No. Yeah.
I don't really know anybody in Lorehold, so it's just.
No, that's fine, dear. You've done more than enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you going to the audition?
I am.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you going with Ronan?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ronan actually invited me.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was like,
We're
hey,
all
you wanna
going.
Go with me.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
We're all gonna audition together, like a group of friends, because we're friends.
Can I be a part of this? I would love to be in a group. I don't really want to be by myself.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Cool. Can I partner with Stella?
Oh, I actually have a monologue, unfortunately.
I see why people talk about you so much.
No.
Like I really like. I
Yes.
really didn't see it at first, but like now.
I know.
Stella,
I know.
how long are you going to keep this up?
Oh, I forgot
Wow.
that. Yeah, she like, you're good, and she'll like just like brush her face. And
Yeah,
then
she's like-
drop it.
Welcome back.
We're all going to go to the auditions now.
Yeah.
Do you want
Are you
coffee?
ready? Do you want to run your lines
Yeah.
with us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can
I'm
give
sorry.
you
You're fine.
direction.
She's like thinking. She doesn't really seem upset. She's like,
Huh.
What? Hold up.
and then while she's getting coffee, there's probably a point where she goes up next to you, Ron. She's like, what did Stella do?
She's just got away with words.
No, Roman, what did she do?
She charmed you.
She looks at you and she like blushes again. And she's
Learning something about herself.
Yeah.
she's like, I thought the effects were supposed to wear off.
Yeah.
This is
I don't-
bad.
I don't blame you.
This is really bad.
Yeah.
We should just go do this.
Yeah.
Because I gotta get my head out of
She
here.
has some identity things to
no.
go through.
It's what college is for, kid.
It is.
Really, really.
Yeah.
It's self-discovery.
Can Gwen insight Ronan?
Yeah, you can insight Ronan. What are you looking for?
Now Spencer has to figure out what is Ronan exactly thinking.
Well, Ronan
Oh,
has
Toasty
said,
John.
"Oh, like I'm fine," but Gwen wants to see
Oh,
how
okay, it's
this
about
is.
that.
Are you really
go,
fine?
roll insight. Wow, I love the petty drama for this. That was like the most lore we've gotten in a while, and it's like, yeah. Anyways,
About the relationship.
That's what this game
I
really
love it. I
is.
love it so much.
It's not jealous. I
know.
think Gwen wants to know if Ronan is hurt. Dirty
Yeah.
20.
Ronan doesn't know if he's hurt.
I don't think he's hurt. I think he probably is a little jealous.
Of who?
Oh my god.
But then there's like a moment, and then it's like it's all good. It's fine.
It's okay, Ronan. I can charm you too.
I'm okay.
Did
Not
Stella say that?
nothing in house.
Oh no, of course.
Yeah.
I
It'd be awkward.
Unless asked for?
No, consent's very important in
Yes.
in housing situations.
That'd be
I think
weird.
consent's really important.
That's fair.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna get to that.
I mean, I didn't ask Mina when I charmed
No,
her right
yes.
now. You know, no
Thankfully.
offense, but
Yeah.
by the way, I don't know if you.
I
I'm
think
sure
I
you were
would've let
taking
do
notes.
it, though.
Well,
Oh, next time I'll just ask them.
I'm always taking notes.
Perfect. I just want to make sure you got all the information.
Yes, I did. Thank you.
You should look into learning that spell.
And then she like stops and she steps back and she's like, Stella, do not try to join the Auric. Do not do that.
Yeah, Stella, don't join the Auric.
Nope.
Don't
Stella,
join a cult.
seriously. It'll come back to me.
Which thing?
I will not get you a charm person.
Oh,
Yeah. I don't know if I can really teach that. It kind of like comes naturally to me, unfortunately.
I'm serious.
Is it the
Anybody who's
vampire
ever
thing?
tried to investigate into this, we've never seen them again.
Well, that's concerning.
Honestly, it's what I thought happened to Ronan.
I didn't join a cult.
Oh, okay.
God, all of your heads nearly ripped off your fucking necks.
I thought he.
They
failed
wouldn't have
it.
let him come back.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
It's
No.
serious. It's really serious. They killed people.
Oh,
Their
they did.
students were dead because of them.
Yeah.
You have to be careful.
I didn't
I
join
mean,
a
they have
cult.
tried to kill us already.
I know, it's not
Why
that the
did you
staff doesn't
think that's
know
what
about it. A
happened
bunch
to
of
you?
first-year students trying to investigate after a cult that the deans know about is a bad idea. You're not going to solve anything. You're going to get yourself killed. Seriously.
Mina.
Don't write a story about it.
As the publisher of the Strixhaven Star, I am a little worried that there is corruption and an evil cult on this campus, and you don't want to root it out, not even a little bit.
I think there was a time where I did. And then she looks at Ron and she says, and then I lost friends.
Other friends? Other friends?
Well, yeah, I mean,
I'm aware.
Do you think some of your other
I
friends?
care about the school.
Stop looking at me.
If there's a serious problem, it's not up to the student paper to take it down. We have a job. We have an important job, and that's to inform the students about what's going on and what's happening. But if it's going to cause them harm, it's better they stay in the dark.
Are you saying that you would use the Strixhaven Star's words
To lie? No.
To cover up the truth.
I'm not covering anything up. I'm just not talking about it.
You are telling us to not do this. That is a
Gwen,
lie.
if you'd like to continue to investigate this, I think it's better that it is just yourself and maybe us. So there are people who will want to cover this up.
I'm trying to keep you safe. I care about everybody's safety more than anything.
And you're gonna, if you do let this out to the wrong people, you're gonna wake up and you're not gonna remember that you wanted to investigate it. Very powerful people here.
Sometimes you have to hold on to the information until the right moment to release it. Because if you give it to too many people, the plan is ruined, and then your battle goes awry.
Yeah.
And people die.
I'm not suggesting we be careless. I am suggesting that we dig.
Of course, I'm very interested in this as well. Now that you've
Look,
brought it
Mina
up.
Lee, I don't expect your help. I don't. I do expect you not to stand in our way.
I won't stand in your way.
She just heavily encourages to not follow.
Maybe if you come across something else before passing it along to anyone else, you let us know. And that's it.
Okay.
You know, any other books, whatever.
I mean, I do plan on legitimately joining the languages. So I mean,
That'd be great. That'd be great.
I actually want to be
On
recruited.
the you lighter
You can,
note,
you can, definitely.
So-
we are completely forbidden for ever speaking of the Auric again, but who knows what we'll find.
maybe a different cult that is less actively dangerous.
Yeah.
More
the
cults.
Coric.
Like an ancient cult that has
Okay,
been
we're gonna be
forgotten.
late to this audition. We should go.
Yeah.
Of course.
Great. Let's just think about that. It'd be fun. There's nothing connected to that, right?
Yeah.
Nope.
Oh, I don't want to know. I just don't want to know. And she just continues. She just makes her way up. She's like, no, let's go.
Every big group that we have been together has ended with them messing with us in some.
Well, I'll just stay here then.
Well, Mal isn't here, so
And
I
then
think
you'll
we're
be by
fine.
yourself.
Mina steps back in. She says,
I'm coming.
she doesn't say anything. She's gonna do it.
Let's go.
Mina, do you need help running your lines?
No. Did you guys have an idea what you wanted to audition with?
Oh, yes, I have a piece.
I'm in between these two.
Great. I was just going to run with whatever Quintilius had, but if you guys have something, we can run with that.
Gwen has a lot.
I have
Alright.
a few, yeah.
Perfect. And that is what we will talk about when we go on break. We're going to go on break for a few minutes. But before we do that, I want to give a big shout out to our patrons who are supporting us over on patreon.com/Arcana
I'm a
Arcade.
tree.
You guys are making everything. You guys are, what did you just say?
I said, I'm a tree. I'm a tree.
I'm a tree.
I'm a tree.
Yeah.
It took me a
I'm a
second
tree.
for it to
Really?
click.
Really. So you guys, patrons, you guys are awesome. You guys are giving us money so that I can say your name, and y'all, we're gonna fix the TV this month.
Yes.
Because of y'all.
Hell
There we go.
Tomorrow.
Doing this would
Tomorrow
just
we
be
get the money.
Ass stream. So y'all are the best. So big shout
We're
out
already Jake Gas stream,
to
but
Richard Hawkins, 4.5 dwarfs in a mascot costume. Serg, Brittany Anderson, The Slaughter at Tomato Town, 1942. Candela Obscura is just Blades in the Dark. Is that the new crit roll thing?
Yeah.
Oh boy. I had a D&D table play chess against a chicken using int checks. They all lost. They tired to kidnap the chicken. Dave the Grand, Joshua Corner, Lego Builder 8999 continued. It is a hostile place inhabited by the strangest creatures. Other than it serves as a prison, continued. This is going to continue.
Oh, no.
Nulf, I eat too much potato chips. Kate 12,
Uh-oh.
Wei Wong, Arena the Forever DM, Tax Collector, Craig's Foot Cameraman, Criminal with a Knife, Shania LaBulge, a bar named Scandal playing way too much Zelda, Dana the Late Blooming Fruit Loop, Winter Stella, That Sprite, ML Wolf, Brittle Dragon, Lady Arby of the Drive-Thru, Protect Trans Homies, The
Hell
Big
yeah.
Blading Booty of Blaviken, Sick Joy, Kevin Krupa Jr., Testonomicon out of context, Straw doing Gangnam Style over Spider Blizzy Corpse, Rory Sinclair, Shista, Cy the Owl, Sandman, Goops, Austin Stoll. Why do they call it oven when they oven the cold food of out how to eat the food? Red Beard, one sack, one load. I had a funny name for this before Gore, so please just laugh so I feel good. Majestic Whalicorn, Pure of Owl, Wolf Chime, Small Town I Care, The Pinky Life, James, Pure Osmium, 12 tapeworms, in 3 kobolds, in a trench coat, in a gelatinous cube, in a Trojan horse, in your neighbor's driveway. Bob said hi, he made his name overly long, spanked the cast, read it for no reason other than his own amusement. Reptilian Daedra, now listen up, here's a story about a little guy that lived in a blue world. The diabetes. Dak Cop here to send good wishes to my friend who's currently in the hospital. Let's hope for a speedy recovery.
Aww.
Yes, Dak Cop's
Yes.
friend.
Absolutely.
I had to go to the next page. Mystical Combat, Venus, Lors Chris of House Cliff, Hig Boss, Scape the Goat, Augusta Ada, King Countess of Lovelace, Peep and Sheep, Creeps and Bleeds for Heap and Schmeats, FMA or FMA Brotherhood, answering correctly and the anime gods will smite you, Thorin. Professor Dormammu reminds the students who stole his chalk to bring it back or their bathroom door will lead to the fire plane.
Oh, definitely will.
Oof.
That's fucking funny.
Trust me.
3 idiots, 1 brain cell. Argus Fallen, Alice Lilybottom, Shuriken Shot, a Bionicle, and Scabathus Dollhouse. Barden, but it's been a long journey and can't believe we're reaching the end. I hope you all had fun playing. Love y'all.
Last
Dustin York.
episode.
Zach says sequence break life and skip school levels by taking sleep aids and energy drinks at the same time. Ronan, I see you.
Cool.
Oh, shit.
Go to sleep.
Dubmill, and they looked upon their work and wept, for there was no more Avnia to adventure. Res Storm, Muriel Stahl, Mimi H, Pivot Hood, Mama Love, and Papa Joy, Josh Travis, and 1BG40 Load.
He is.
Really. Thank you guys so much. We're going to see you in a few seconds, actually.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody. I made Craig slam a keyboard, and it stopped the recording, so oops.
broke it.
And we didn't notice, so sorry about that. So I'm going to do a little recap so you guys know what happened, but man, it's always a good shit. It's always a good
You guys
shit.
missed out on kitty cups.
All right, so
really did.
the party made their way to the Rose stage. You guys did your auditions, and you
We did fantastic.
yeah, and it went really great. You guys did an interpretation of the Kitty Cops, where Ronan was John Paw's son,
Yeah.
and Gwen was
Furlock Holmes.
Furlock Holmes. And Dawn did the narration. Callisto did the special effects, and with like using fog cloud and shit to make it look cool, along with help from Luminary. And Stella, you couldn't get the monologue that you had been saying to the orb this entire week out of your head, so you panicked and just began to say the monologue. But everybody did a good job yes-anding with that. I let you flip your coin for that. And they turned it into, that's a specter, speaking of old tales. We have to stop it. Mina acted as like the bad guy, and you casted Silent Image to give everybody cat ears and her an evil mustache.
Yeah.
And she had a cat ear that was like torn to signify she was the villain. And you guys did really good. And just to sort of describe as well for our audience, the entire thing was headed by Quintilius, who you guys watched some like pretty okay performances from some people, but giving sort of like her advice and her additive knowledge into this was Ophelia McLastrum, an old dwarven woman who was a Lorehold drama professor for over 100 years at Strixhaven and was known for her cutthroat tendencies but incredible plays. She lives on campus, considered... no, I'm not going to read that. But she provided, intimidated the fuck out of you guys. She had this cold amber stare as she looked into you. This tiny old dwarven woman whose eyes shared a thousand judgments as you guys did your performance, but she seemed to smirk at the end of it, like she was impressed by each of you. Quintilius was as well, and afterwards he met with you and he said, well, that was really interesting. Weird of you to do that, Ronan, but all right, see you later. But Ophelia, you didn't know she could walk. Found you guys and was like, I would like to teach you guys some things. You have some potential. You all touched her magic rod, and she teleported you into her the place that she lives, her
sanctum.
Her abode.
Her abode, which is at the top of like the Lorehold campus. It's like this enormous tower that overlooks like the Pillar Drop, and it's like sunset at this point because the sun's sort of hitting up at this point. There's light streaming in through the windows to this very cluttered but organized space. This is obviously a place that like somebody's lived in for a very long time. It's still very clean. Like it has the reflective tile flooring and tons of books and scrolls just everywhere. There's like a step down space into a lounge where there's like 2 tables and some chairs and just books sprawled all over it. And she just like is sitting in this regal chair teaching you guys things, and it's like a montage montage that goes on until like the rest of you are bored, and she's just teaching Gwen things. She's in a one-on-one with them, and while that was happening, Dawn, you and Ronan begin to like investigate. You found what was like a book. You had we had a moment where you. I forgot that Dawn is well read. Got a book about the Blood War, which I quickly described. The Blood War is this time during Strixhaven, Arcadius' history, where like a whole terrible war happened and magical war crimes were created, and the people of of Arcadius have really tried to like suppress that so nobody can find the magic blood news. And you know of this book. It's very small and just details like this basic history, but you can tell on her shelf it's a little bit bigger than it should be. Ronan, you pretended to go to the bathroom, but instead sidestepped and stealthed into her office, where you found in the corner a crate that had Eldritch Balm in it, which you thought I said Eldritch Bomb, and it was funny because she has a bomb, but it was the balm, and the Eldritch Balm is what is used to sort of like magically glue everything together in Strixhaven. They use it for building. They use it for it's just malleable and easy to work with magic. It's used. It's the foundation of the entirety of Strixhaven. It used it everywhere. Grace described it as the ultra hand glue, which is like kind of accurate, I guess. And then Stella and Gwen, you guys started talking to her about like, Callisto went, and there were like paintings along the walls, and there was like a bunch of paintings of like her and like a bunch of students, but they weren't necessarily her class. Like they weren't all Lorehold. They were like various. And you found in one of them like 50 years ago that Extus Nar was one of her like a student that's in one of her paintings. You looked around too, and you didn't find anybody that you recognized. Nobody that could potentially be your uncle, and nobody with like your last name. You two started talking to her, which equated to you sort of leaning into the idea of like what her ideals were about the school. She sort of like told you like she's not really happy with how it's currently run. There's too much focus on order, and within history and the world, you have to lean into chaos and learn to live with that. And you guys were sort of getting the philosophy of that, and we're just going to jump into that because we were in the middle of it. Give me like a vague idea of what you guys were asking her, sort of again. We'll just kind of get back into it.
I think Stella had said that before her light goes completely out,
Right.
that maybe she should bestow her knowledge on those who are willing.
There was a comparison to like a lighthouse that you had made, where she's like, I'm not here to she's not here to like be the bulwark or like to protect the school. She's old and tired, but she tries to give her knowledge to people who care.
And Gwen had hinted at there was a word that she is investigating that other people will not tell her about.
Right, and she's like dancing around it a little bit because
Yeah.
maybe she knows what it is, but she's trying not to be too obvious about it. And she sort of is like, she's trying to gauge you as well. Like you guys are like, all right, we're gonna get in on her, and then she's almost like countering it and going towards you. And then I think at the end of what she had just said to you guys, she says, "What is it that you want? Why are you here? Is it really to become better actors?"
In the proud tradition of Lorehold, we will lay bare the truth. No, we are not here to act. Although I did have a great time.
And she's like, "What truth?"
The greatest threat to Strixhaven Academy. That Strixhaven will blind itself to. We would open our eyes and see.
The founding dragons.
Yes.
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 The founding
Professor.
dragon.
Insight. Insight.
So,
Stella's just going along with it. She's like, yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Ronan's like,
17.
she's gauging. She's telling the truth. She's seeing your reaction. It's not good. She knows.
Can I roll deception then?
No. Okay.
No.
Yeah,
Okay.
go for it. I thought you had charisma.
That's I do. 5 plus 2 is 7 plus 4 is 11.
This lady's old and smart.
Don't you have a coin?
Gwen
Oh!
will say, even in this short time, I can see that the abilities you are attempting to teach us have led you to be an impenetrable force of insight. You are correct. I am worried that Strixhaven, as you say, has lashed itself to order and is becoming weak and is opening itself up to rot. I think there are many things in this world that are labeled monsters, evil. I think that order is the refuge of safe, boring, dangerous people, ignorant people. I'm sorry I have lied to you. We just did not know where you stood, Professor.
She, I guess her demeanor sort of changes a bit. Less antagonistic and more of like, she's trying to sort of figure out like what's happening. She's really stubborn. She's really not letting go.
Yeah.
But she says, then tell me what you think is best. What do you think this school needs? You think it needs the truth?
Truth is a cleansing fire. It sheds light on things we do not want to see. People who are hazardous with it are burned by it. I think Strixhaven needs a little more fire.
She smiles. She says, I agree, as I long have. There are many undiscovered mysteries lurking deep beneath us that we fail to discover. You would make a great Lord student, Gwen. That fire, it's used to illuminate. But don't be afraid of what you discover. I've seen many become lost in what they find. But devoting yourself to what would otherwise be chaos, there is a comforting storm that you will find yourself in. Learning that there is no way to control or change anything is true wisdom.
Is that how you survived here this long?
I'm still waiting. Consider this a test from a very, very old professor. I think all of you understand how much secrecy must be involved.
I don't think we're in the habit of running our mouths to other people.
No.
You should be especially careful of your friend as well. I smell those foreign planes on you. You're here for another reason.
Sorry, which friend?
Veil.
She's using you.
What? Fail.
She holds out her rod
Rod is-
again, and she says, "Oh no."
Surely you're not blind enough to think that people aren't all just using each other.
And she just laughs. She doesn't
Yeah.
respond to that. She just laughs. Who's touching the rod?
Can I try to also touch her hand?
Touch her hand?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
No,
Yeah.
Oh, you're getting
Yeah.
old lady germs.
I'm gonna describe that one out loud.
a glimpse.
Before I
Touch the
turn
rod, just put your
away to
finger
go
in it.
touch the
Oh,
rod,
sorry.
Oops.
can I try to like sneak away that book?
Close.
Roll stealth.
You're stealing from the old lady?
Yes, absolutely.
Still, well, still
Still
sleight of
all
hand
for
is the
stuff.
same thing, but
Give her advantage because we are
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Like gathered
So
around.
entrancing.
yeah, we are. We're letting this old lady preach about
Yeah.
fucking calming storms and shit.
We're like, please give us your zealous monologue now.
yeah,
15.
with advantage.
Yeah.
Are you rolling?
Can I?
You.
Okay.
I'm not.
Okay.
She's like, you guys are going over to touch it, and Dawn's like coming over. And you just like pull the book. It does. You pull it. It's really heavy. It tilts forward and it clicks.
Oh.
And the bookshelf behind you. You go, oh! And she turns. She's like, a bit curious now, are we? You just see like stereotypical spiral staircase into darkness, and you see like glowing red at the bottom.
Dawn, I
Her
think
lava
you're...
dungeon.
Yeah,
You're-
my guy got caught on.
Let's just touch the rod. Just one step at a time.
Comfort of the storm, everyone.
You sure you don't want to give us a little tour?
Not yet.
Can
You need to earn my trust first.
can I insight her reaction to
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
I'm terrible at insight, but I just want to
Does
see.
Callisto see any magic from there?
Oh.
Ooh.
Any blood magic?
Yeah, what does blood magic look like?
Yeah, so there's that one. I know it's fucking Zelda, but it's in my head. You know the way that like the glue looks like that black, like that red on the outside.
Aw.
It's like
No.
it's like a fire pit. It's,
Oh no.
it's almost like bursting out of it.
With black and red?
It's similar to what
just
where
like-
Daxor sort of looked like when he.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like it's almost identical.
Oh no.
Uh-oh. 17. I rolled an 18. I have a -1.
Her insight's like she's almost impressed. She's like, "Oh, I see. You were trying to get into my secrets. You know, I'd be willing to show you this, but you don't have enough. There's not enough trust.
Not
We don't have our
hearts.
hearts.
Yeah.
Get more hearts.
I don't want these.
How do we get her
You also notice that her
boon?
insight-
Yeah.
She's not sending you guys back to where you were. There's
gotta be
there's
somewhere else.
secondary
We're going somewhere else.
location.
Oh no.
Secondary location.
I found my wallet.
I'm gonna wait till everyone grabs it. You're grabbing it. Come on.
Where
Come
are
on,
we
sweetie.
going?
Grab it. You guys, this is weird. You grab her hand, and in that moment, there's that shock of lightning that
Yeah.
strikes through you as you gain this vision, and that vision is that of.
Oh no. Fuck, I gotta write this down.
We're all doing shit now.
Oh no.
Take mine back.
We're getting into this.
Yeah, this is fucking wild. ass game.
Ophelia.
Maybe
something?
maybe we are gonna
you.
cults. Maybe we are.
She turned.
And then
I
she
mean, she
started
started just
talking
like-
about a chaos wheel, and
Yeah,
I'm
I
like,
know.
You
Let's go.
are looking into the seeing waters in fucking Lothlorien, seeing the sacking of the Shire. You see Strixhaven. You see Pillar Drop first of all, and you see it's completely dark, and there's just stone everywhere. And then there's this fire that lights up the walls, and the walls are aligned with text that you can't read, that burns like the letters just begin to burn with fire, hot embers. And as it sort of pans out, it spreads upwards and through the ground as if the very stone itself was catching flame, and you see before you the entirety of Strixhaven, all of its campuses, burning. There is an enormous hand above it as well, dark and ink-like, as it pulls itself over the top of it, just looming. And then you are teleported, your vision immediately shifts, you guys land in a very dark space. Give me a moment to transition into that. We're loading screen.
That's not good, guys. That's
Yeah, we're following.
No, yeah, we're
you
very
know,
bad.
And it
have
can
a
be past
nice,
or
relaxing
future, right?
spring break.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just spring break.
Flash to Mal like curling someone's
Yeah.
hair. And
Yeah, you know, it's one of those like
Yeah.
sleep in
Yeah.
the museum type of thing.
Spin the
It's
bottle.
like a Barbie
Like,
movie.
I like how Talia and Neely are like, yeah, get into the crazy
They're like,
crap.
whoa.
Too much.
That's what's happening with Callisto's family. They're going, we've chosen the wrong school.
You guys are in a
Should have got a
dark,
community
what
college.
looks like a dark shack.
Tolarian
Um,
community college.
Yeah. You guys are in a. You can see there are some windows that look out into like the darkness of what looks like a swamp. And you recognize this, Stella. It's the Sedgemoor. You know where you are, though. It's a maze. You can't possibly know where you currently stand.
I get lost here a lot. I eventually find my way out. It's fine.
This looks like the
That's
old
where she
ruins to some sort of stop acting up lights.
you.
Stop it.
I mean, I act up for sure. But I know. I was like, you finally got it.
You
Finally angered him.
It's all about finding that line of when your DM finally tips over into the not fun, angry.
I think we're in the not
Oh, it's
fun right
green
now. It's
now.
not angry. Why is it green?
Why is it green?
because you're in swamp. You guys look around. You see you hear like the sounds of like crickets and frogs in the distance. It's very wow. It's very serene
realistic.
and peaceful, but it's very dark. You guys are in some like old ruins that of like a wooden building, almost like a shack of some kind. But you can tell that there is it's like half sunken into the mud. There's like detritus and debris all over the floor. There are these old like pews that are in this room as well. And this looks like some sort of like
Church.
sanctuary that's like just like rotted, decayed, and left here to wither away. And then in the back of the room, there's a faint candle glow, and you see standing before you a shadowy individual. They are. Let me get a picture for you.
The gang joins a cult.
Get the secret handshake.
Yeah. Your handshake. Can't tell Mal.
Oh God.
Don't tell her.
It's probably better for her if we don't.
It
bring
is.
Into this, unfortunately.
All
Sorry.
right, this is what we're looking at here. Is this guy is wearing a mask? He has this deep purple glow under this mask. He's got black, grays, and silvers adorning his body. These like spiked like gauntlets. Yeah. Looks like this.
No.
Uh-oh.
Is it the same magic?
Huh?
Same magic?
Yeah, it's just there's a hint of it.
Oh.
There's a gust.
Gust.
Yeah. Yeah, Callisto just turns
Why-
a little pale.
Yeah. His voice is uncharacteristically dark, as if he's trying to mask it. And
Court's
you
hazing.
hear a thud behind you guys, and as you turn to the opposite side of the room, you see this strange-looking creature. It is. It almost looks like a rhinoceros of some kind, but come on, can I have this, please?
But strangely dinosaur-like.
Not a
Yeah.
dinosaur.
Oh.
Actually, kind of is dinosaur-like.
What
Is it a
if-
slod?
What if?
It's not
Okay,
a slod.
but what if
Slod.
Stella just needs to characterize things
As
as
a
dinosaurs?
You're a dinosaur,
She
and
just
you're
needs,
a
like,
dinosaur,
in
and wax a
taxonomically
Mushrooms,
Designate it as a dinosaur.
various
Love that.
swamp-like wildlife all over it. Hardened pieces of chitin across it, and it like
Like, that could be a dinosaur if you close your eyes
It
and
looks
turn
like
it
this.
around. That's
Look
dinosaur
at him.
shape.
Look at the little
It's
guy.
a dinosaur friend.
It's a
It's-
rhinoceros
It is a
with
dinosaur.
with a horned
related.
chin.
kind of like a bear
Yeah.
mixed with a rhino mixed with a lot of things.
Like a platypus.
And it's just covered in like mushrooms and vines and various pieces of foliage.
Friend shaped.
The
It is.
figure on the other side of the room,
To Stella.
the Auric agent, looks at each of you and he says, She has brought you here. What do you have to offer?
What do you have to take?
Steps forward, walking over towards you. Footsteps really heavy, hitting into the wood underneath him. Holds out his hand forward and he says, "We provide anything you returning favors." And he holds out his hands, and in between them, he appears that similar crate that you had seen around him. Couple bottles of Eldritch Balm, and he says, "Give this, use it, to the staff, to your fellow students. Whatever fate has been offering you, we can increase by tenfold."
So you want us to give students and faculty Eldritch Balm to any
Simple
particular
task.
any particular purpose, or just flash sale on?
You are earning our trust. You'll do this favor, you may learn more of our plans.
What happens if we don't?
The brackish trudge behind you. There is no take-backs. First years.
I always found Fane to be limited in his scope.
You take it. As you go over and take it, his thumb, which has sort of like a sharpened sort of like piece at the end of it, like a nail, just like nicks your hand as it goes by, and you watch as the blood from your hand forms a string over to his thumb as he siphons about 2 hit points from you. So you just take 2 damage. The rest of you. And he walks over towards you, and he holds out his hand, probably over towards you, Krista, first.
Look at me.
You
She's-
came here to learn. You came here to study. You came here to further your potential. Don't let it be halted.
She's just gonna kind of close her eyes and just.
And you feel that.
Yeah.
2 hit points. You're nearly dead. Yeah, 2 hit points. And you just watch as like the blood like siphons into like his gauntlet. And you can see on each of his fingers, you can see that there's like a line running up, and like on it. Sorry, this one goes like his pointer finger, and this one's like filled up with blood, and this one fills up with your blood. And he holds his hand up towards you, bro.
Luminary is probably like bright red, just
Yeah,
circling around.
Yeah, like
It's more, it's just more of just like guarding her, you know.
Yeah. Okay.
Secrets.
All right. All right.
Just do a
He
little.
grabs his hand. Send me a message.
More secrets.
Secrets.
I gotta figure out how I want to say this.
Strixhaven doesn't burn. He's actually working with us.
Yay!
Yeah.
He
Secret
switched a good guy.
double agent.
He's
you
actually.
see Strixhaven burning, and then you see him like putting it out with
Put the fire out.
This is actually just a really intricate way of don't do drugs, kid.
Fire
It's just a
extinguisher.
really intricate dare project.
I can't help how sinister he looks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, he has to. It's like an undercover cop thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, if I could just be the good guy, I would. I gotta trick you.
You can't help that he looks like that.
You
And
know.
that he has crazy blood magic.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, it's not like he had to study for that.
You know, sometimes you just use blood magic.
He pricks your hand.
The expression change when
His middle finger fills with
Oh.
blood. You take 2 damage. Stop.
I think she's gonna look at him. She goes,
Oh
I
my
think
God.
you and I both know the power of blood. I'm not someone who's willing to give up mine without exchange of some sort.
This is our exchange.
Yeah, no, I'm saying that I'll suck your blood if you're gonna take mine.
You can see his expression.
But you know, sometimes you can tell when somebody's just kind of struck, even without. You're just like, oh, impasse.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Give it a little sucky
I
sucky.
know
So,
the tie that forms. And if you're not willing to be a part of that, then I'm not willing to be.
He says, this can be arranged. You must perform a favor for us.
What is that?
This is only trust.
Mm-hmm.
What I take from you is what we need.
Yeah, it's security. Insurance.
You don't need my security. I need yours.
Mm-hmm.
You want some blood, I can give it to you. That's easy. But there's more to this task that you must complete.
And you're not going to tell me that unless I, like, just blindly commit, right? Like,
You're not blindly committing, you're having faith. You're having faith in the only group of people who are willing to do something. It's Strixhaven. To plumb the forbidden.
she goes, this problem's
Plumb
like, plumb the forbidden. Plumb the forbidden. I think she's going to look at him and go, deal.
Oh.
And she's going to hold
Yeah,
out
she
her
holds her
hand.
hand, and
Yeah.
he says, on May the 25th,
Uh-huh.
live in the Sharkbeak.
Yeah,
Used to be off campus.
easy enough.
Uh,
She
He
bites
takes
his
his, she takes his, oh, he just, yeah, he takes his hand,
Yeah.
and you just watch the, and a bunch of blood, like, spills out of it, goes into, like, a vial that he has in his hand, and just gives it to you.
No, she takes his hand and she bites
She's
his
like,
wrist.
hey, he's like, you know what, fair enough.
Yeah, and then
Um,
she'll give him a blood.
So you are, next session, you're gonna have the Bless spell cast on you.
Okay. Okay.
That is immaculate. That is something you have never tasted before. There is some
like
sort of raw power.
Hey, you stop that.
You have siphoned from him. And
She's got the fine wine of blood.
yeah, and then
You
he
just get a little spray
just
bottle when
takes
she
yours
starts
and puts
craving.
it into
Hey,
his,
stop.
ring finger.
So just so you are aware, half the reason she did it is because she feels like she'll be able to tell
Yeah.
who that is at some point.
Yeah.
Whether that means that she start biting a lot of people, who knows?
So,
But-
I'm gonna keep that in mind. There's,
Yeah.
It's a little
If
chompy.
there is somebody that you have bitten before that somewhat tastes familiar, I'm gonna let you know.
Sounds good.
I sent you
Like,
a message.
All right.
Tasty. This tastes like Quintilius.
Gross. Why is he so powerful? I'm sure that's not going to be a problem at all.
I know.
Mavinda.
Oh, this is a problem.
He holds out his hand towards you, Dom.
Shit.
Take 2 damage. You guys watch it as. No, it's not my half.
What?
Why did you say that?
Traveling on stilts.
I'm trying to explain that like.
Okay,
Yes.
that threw me off. Sorry.
But like, if it was something more obvious like that, I would let you know if you could tell, but it's not.
Okay. Okay.
He grabs your hand. He pricks it. You guys watch as like nothing happens, and you're just like dripping.
Oh yeah, she's got a blood condition.
He just turns and he looks over and he grabs your arm and he turns it and he looks over, and he just drops your hand and he steps back. He grabs your arm again and he puts his hand over it again, and you just heal over. And he says, "My pact is sealed." His finger's not filled up with any of Dom's blood.
Alrighty.
Good then. Welcome to the Auric.
Can I take one of those drops of blood? That
Yes, I am.
You die.
It's fine. I have bless cast on me.
Yeah, that's what that does.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You just go.
She's like,
What do you do?
she's like, that's not how they make it at Ixalan. Yeah, definitely not. Does it taste like anything I'd be familiar with? Like,
No, nothing.
Dirt.
Nothing at all.
okay, it flavor profile for me. Is it like sour? Is it sweet? Is
No,
it
it's,
disgusting? Is it chemically? Is
You
it?
know the like okay, so like blood has like a taste, right? It's sort of like it's got that fleshy, but also like the
Yeah, what does it
irony sort of
taste?
side to it, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
This is like licking a ballpoint pen. Like weirdly like inky,
Right.
but there's still that like iron, like irony, kind of.
She doesn't look at you. She goes, I'm gonna apologize for this afterwards. And she's gonna take your hand and she's gonna bite it.
Oh.
And she's gonna try to siphon
Ow.
the blood out of it.
Roll d4.
D4?
I don't know why I
Huh?
bother. I steal this.
Can I also ask which arm you do this on?
Gave you
Damn it,
so
I
many.
did.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Your bad arm.
You're bad.
She grabbed your right arm.
This arm? Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay. What'd you
Here's
roll?
like
4.
She used mine.
Everyone went to get dice and I was just like, that one.
and sold.
Ow.
Yeah. Ow.
Sorry.
This orc guy's just watching this happen, like,
Mom,
I don't have
pick
to
me up. I'm scared.
Do I feel like I heal?
no. So I'm gonna tell you what you feel.
Interesting.
No, not at all. Not at all.
So you can't just bite people.
Oops. I understand. Okay, you're right. I apologize. I'm supposed to be my best behavior.
No, you can't. You can't even speak. You are
Oh.
overwhelmed. You have to siphon this out of
Yeah.
her, and as you do, you guys watch as Stella's eyes go black, and she's like pulled back. You have two options: you
Right.
resist this, and it just leaves your body, or you ingest it. You take it into your body.
She's a fighter. She's just gonna take it.
Okay. Stella goes unconscious. She's like,
Can I catch her?
yeah, no, it's she's like, sorry for this.
Oh, shit.
Her eyes are open and just blacked over, and then like out of her nose is just like ink. It's like
Okay, well, she's definitely gonna learn her lesson from this, right?
We're gonna have to.
Well,
it's
as,
either ink or she's been lobotomized and her brain is leaking out of her nose.
well, as you can see, we don't fuck around, so we do need to get out
Craig
of
laughing
here.
at Stella being lobotomized.
He's like,
Fucking
deserved
damn
it.
Can I,
He says, right,
You put her in luminary.
strange.
can we go home now?
Are we allowed to?
He holds his hand up, and you watch as a deep red sigil appears on the ground, and he says, sleep well. He's disappeared.
Oh, I had a question still.
Stella, you dumbass.
What did you forget to ask?
It's not important.
Is
You
it
guys are
cigarettes?
back
No.
in your dorm.
Can I put Stella on her little bed?
You go over and put Stella. Hang on, I'm sorry. Here we go. Here's your save room thing.
Oh, thank you. I feel safe now.
Callista's probably got a handful of vials that she knows works for her, and she's just like,
You go over and you go over towards Stella, and you're trying to just resuscitate her.
yeah.
Okay, roll a medicine check.
I'm a vampire. I don't need to breathe.
I put her on her bed, and
She's
then
on the top bunk. You're gonna take her all the way up.
You just put her on my bed. It's fine.
You both have top bunks.
Oh,
You gotta put her on
that's
the couch.
fucking right.
I put her on the couch.
Sweet, but What'd you
I
roll?
roll medicine.
Bad.
It's bad. 5?
3 and a 1.
Oh, yeah, that's really bad.
Yeah.
And you flipped your coin.
Yeah.
She's dead.
I got it again.
Oh,
Calista, it's like she's like, these work for humans, for mortals, and then she's like,
Ooh, don't know.
Dirty
she's a
20?
vampire.
Okay. You go over. This doesn't seem like something that she can fix with medicine. She's trying and trying, and there's nothing that is going to bring Stella out of whatever this is. Whatever she took into her body has to be taken out. You can tell she's awake.
Can I?
And the main thing you can tell, she's not unconscious. She's paralyzed.
Ronan?
She's fully aware of what's happening and can't move.
Ronan's gonna
Her eyes
take his
are
hand.
like darting back and forth. You can see like the reflection of like her eyes are just like moving. She's like just like looking all over the place.
He's gonna
But
take
she's
it.
not like seizing. You don't know what's going on. There's more I have to describe here.
No,
I'm
it's
done
fine.
now. Go ahead.
Ronan's gonna take his hand and try to gag her to get her to cough it back up.
Spit it out.
The thing is that she's a vampire. She didn't swallow it. It ingested it into her body.
Can Gwen
You
look?
can now see, like, looking at her face, as she doesn't really have like a heartbeat, but there is like the veins are sort of like turning like this black colors like going
Can't-
up the side of her body.
can't-
But you do go in and like gag her, and she just goes, but she's still
Okay, that
in
didn't
this
work.
state.
Can Gwen try and take her little tiny dagger and like try and prick one of the black veins?
Yeah,
And let it.
You do so, and you watch as it spills out like fucking like a fountain, like a shining really, but it's just black, and it just spatters like against the wall, and there's just this like. There's this black spattering that goes across the ceiling and the wall as eventually there's this deep intake that she comes back and her eyes sort of come back over as you look forward, Stella. I'm going to describe to you what happened, later, but you saw some shit.
Did I see shit about Dawn?
No.
Okay. Look.
Good?
Yeah.
The only thing that you know now is this is not something you can bring up now. Whenever you saw it, you have to think on this.
Yeah. Yeah. She's gonna reach for her orb, like instinctively.
There's you feel that like warm connections will
Right.
like come back towards you. It like ebbs inwards, and you feel this like this familiar sort of comfort.
So,
I've never had that happen before. I've drank a lot of things. I'll tell you, spinal fluid. I had bone marrow once that was liquefied. It was really, really cool. Dinosaurs. A bat once. That was cool.
So probably just kind of whacks her with a pillow. This is not.
I mentioned that I was curious to see what would happen, but that was not expected.
I would assume if you thought you would potentially paralyze someone, that you would tell them. So
Yes.
you might want to tell your vampire girlfriend, though.
yeah, that would be it. That'd be a bad date.
It goes into the corner.
She's not gonna be drinking her blood.
Well,
I'm-
no. I mean,
I'm-
maybe
Feel the
afterwards.
mood, really.
Yeah, I'm just like a little.
I'm 17. That's not going to happen anytime soon.
I just think it's important. You should probably.
Dawn, I didn't think you understand what
October, what,
17 means.
Fifth. I can feel my face is heating up after that.
I'm 17. That's never gonna happen.
Yeah.
Probably not till I'm old, like in my 40s.
Yeah.
Yes. No.
Or until I fall in love.
I tell
No,
you
she just
that
follows the
that
rule.
guy had a really good blood though.
Yeah?
Before that experience, yeah, I've never felt.
I think that
Yeah,
might.
you still have that.
that experience. Like, oh,
I guess you can say I have
Thank God.
black blood.
you don't have blood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look like blood.
Yeah, we
Can you tell who it was? By
I don't believe I've ever had that person's blood before.
Okay.
It was such a memorable experience. But I will continue to bite other people with their consent, and I'll let you know. I didn't get your consent. I'm sorry, but
Yeah.
it was kind of a.
you paid the price, I think.
Did.
Sorry for gagging you. I thought it would make you cough it up.
You know, I appreciate it nonetheless.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I guess we don't have gag reflex, I guess.
it is there, unfortunately.
Yeah. So I saw some really fucked up shit.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay, so
What'd you see?
I think we all just went through a lot of fucked up shit.
What a great spring break.
Yeah.
Mal's gonna come back and we're all traumatized.
I went on a field trip. Oh my god!
We joined a cult now.
Why is there ink all over the wall?
Is Mina here?
Stain.
Huh?
Oh.
Mean? No.
Was she in that, like, she got left behind?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fuck, I gotta go find Mina.
How are you gonna?
Yeah, she
Wait.
never even went to her thing.
Okay, good.
Okay.
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 She didn't even go to the yeah.
Okay, I thought you said that she did.
I think I
think you said
did,
it, but-
forgot, and now I'm going to just say
Rohan.
Well, that wasn't on
It didn't record-
film.
it didn't get
We
recorded.
didn't mention it in the recap, so.
Yeah.
Well, now we did. Oops. You know,
What?
she said that she didn't want. She opted out. She's like, you know what? No, I'm good.
If Amina doesn't teleport in the woods, does it still make that sound?
Does it still mean Amina?
What did you see?
Wow.
You guys know Pillar
Oh,
Drop?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the place.
Like, flames coming up from there, setting the school on fire, but also like a really big inky hand floating above the school. And then that was when I touched Ophelia. And then when I touched the other guy, you know Dean Ambrose? Killian's dad? He was killing Shadrick Silverquill. Like,
Uh-oh.
yeah. So I don't know if that was Dean Ambrose that you bit,
Right.
but sometimes it's like they're connected.
Or it could have been
It could have just been like a
the other so-and-so.
yeah.
Interesting.
Doesn't mean it's gonna happen. Just means that
Well,
But could.
the magic that was in, Ophelia's lair,
But I did
it was the same thing as the man.
also get a really bad vibe. Not from Killian the other day, but like a ooh, you need some help. There's something going on here.
Oh.
Like a
I think we just got ourselves into something very deep.
Yeah.
I think we've.
I'm glad I went home
officially
before that
jumped-
happened and
I know.
not after.
I think we've officially jumped into the deep end.
Yeah.
Ophelia mentioned something about the founding dragons.
She did.
They were the problem.
That's what she intimated, yeah.
Could that not just be somebody who's, kind of bad? Trying to brainwash other people?
Oh yeah, I don't necessarily believe the dragons are bad. I'm just. It
They
would
just-
make sense that's
That's
all
what-
lined up with the vision that
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Kellen Shadrix, whatever his
Mhm.
name was.
I forgot that was the dragon. I was thinking it was from the deans.
Well,
That's me forgetting.
I'm curious.
Shadrick Silverquill
Is
the
the-
founding dragon.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was ever established, but
I don't think it was ever established, but
It's
I
for
think
everyone.
I think if a character has the name of the school in their
Yeah.
as their name.
Yeah, sorry,
then-
I'm dumb.
No.
No,
I'm not saying that.
No.
I'm just saying that was the assumption I made was
Yeah.
that, but it was absolutely not specified.
They all have cool names.
I also
except for
thought
Quandrix.
Dean as well,
That one's
but-
name is Tanazir. Tanazir Quandrix.
You know who, we didn't see the frog person.
No.
Maybe he was a shadow hand.
Could have
I'm
been.
wondering if the frog person in this group are the same thing.
But what did
It was the same magic. Literally the same thing.
The Eldritch Bomb.
Oh no.
Same thing.
God.
But it's
I-
like, it's not like fully there. It's
Yeah.
like, it's almost like muddled. It's muddled with something else. I think
Yeah.
it's more familiar. But
Like Eldritch Bomb mixed with.
Yeah.
Okay. It's in that too. It's literally, oh my gosh, everything they touched. We did.
Okay, we need to investigate further.
well?
So it would not be safe to give this eldritch bomb out.
No.
I don't
No,
think so.
but the question is, I'm the only one that didn't have like some sort of blood pact.
But it did still say, packed sealed.
Yeah, they've
Yeah.
got something
There's
on
nothing
you.
stopping them from tracking you
Well,
anyways.
I mean, they obviously know where we live because they put us right in our dorm. So
Yeah.
They know who we are.
We could try to re-alter the Eldritch Bomb to make it to neutralize it. I can't do that. Let me be very clear about that. I don't know shit about that. But you understand magic very well, and you all actually went to class
Yeah.
and know how to study.
Yes.
if anyone could figure out how to neutralize the effects, it would be y'all.
We could talk to Dina.
Yeah.
Yes. She actually.
She might
Could.
know more.
Well, I mean, okay.
I've got her number.
But should we involve more people?
Probably not.
Especially because this is magic that it's mixed with it.
We
If-
could go to Pillar Drop.
And do what?
I mean, something's got to be down there.
I think just going to a place and poking around.
It's kind of
Oh no, it's a terrible idea. There's some
Yeah.
fucking scary shit. down
But you can learn so much shit by doing that.
there. Yeah.
Yes, but you can also die.
Look, the spirits will only let you drop so far before they swoop in and catch you.
Drop, not descend. You can go down there and get as far as you want. You fucking skydive down there. They're gonna be like, oh shit, and they'll get you back up. But they're not gonna stop you from going in there.
I've done
Oh, it
cave
did.
diving. Is that on the pillar drop stuff?
Oh, yeah.
That I can get us in. If y'all want it, I can lead us down into the pillar drop.
How do we know that going down that way is going to be the same way as her lair? It was behind a door.
Oh, there's no guarantee.
I don't know if it's the same thing, but you said that your vision was
There's something down there, yeah.
there's something down there.
Well, okay.
Whether or not we're able to find it or not,
Should we tell Mallory?
Oh, she's at camp or whatever.
When she gets back.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Should we tell her when she gets back?
She's going to be really upset.
She's going to be
Yes.
upset both ways if we don't tell her or if we do.
Well,
But I
I
don't
mean-
think, you know,
hey
us
Mal, we
being
joined
part
a
of
cult.
a cult.
Yeah.
Exactly that, yeah.
I will say that
I think she'll be
since
more upset that we got cast in the play.
Right.
I will.
Yeah, she's gonna yell this, be like, wow.
Well, I don't.
Damn
think,
it!
Well, I don't think we've been officially offered the roles yet. So
Oh, come on. Quintilius was practically dripping.
We could say no.
With what? Dripping what?
You don't want to know. You don't wanna know.
No.
It's not inky blood. That's
Oh, you know what? Everybody does get a heart with Quintilius.
Aw. Hey!
He's very impressed.
Even
you can
me?
remove one.
Hey, do I get a heart
no
with
longer
Mina?
get moved.
You get 2 hearts with Mina.
Do I get 2 hearts with Mina?
Why?
I don't know.
Oh,
I
because
don't
you
know.
audition? Yeah,
'Cause
you
I'm-
can have 1 heart with Mina.
Hell yeah.
Cliss also can you mark
pencil
another heart with Rampart? And yeah, that's it. Sorry, I gotta remember those.
I'm like looking at where you bit me, and like,
Yeah, that doesn't necessarily heal right away. I'm sorry. I can
no.
spin
If it
on
was,
it.
if
Sometimes
it was
that
this
helps.
side, it would. This side does. Actually, no. Actually, it probably would. It kind of just closes up.
So,
Yes to Mallory, no to Mallory.
yes.
Yes.
We have to tell Mallory.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if they're watching us now, then she's in danger when she's with us, and she's a.
She should know.
She should know.
I think she's probably more in danger if she isn't like brought into the cult, but she's made aware of the cult. You know.
Yes.
What if we just slide it in there? Just like, we,
Hey Mal, we joined a cult.
yeah, but also we're in a play. Just really try to.
Mal, we are in a play, also in a cult, but also we're not in a play.
Yeah,
We've been cast in a
Quintilius
play
likes
and a cult.
us.
Yeah. Don't worry about that second one.
Who knows? Maybe the play and the cult are the same thing.
I mean, one of the main cult people is sponsoring the play.
She is.
You guys
Oh,
noticed that.
she's not sponsoring it. She was just there to advise Quintilius.
But the
She
the
was sponsoring
play had lots of key words like blood and blood
General.
wars.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the,
Sort of seemed reminiscent of maybe the blood wars.
I guess we'll find out when we get the script.
That's true.
I'll also say that the apparent secret lever to her secret lair was a book about the blood war. You were saying this is kind of bloodish magic, and the guy took your guys' blood.
They all had the same magic.
I
Exactly.
didn't want to say this.
I don't know if it's blood magic.
I don't.
Well,
They all have the same.
Well, that guy was absolutely doing some sort of blood magic stuff.
I don't know if this will actually help, but I was gonna have to do it anyway.
Please don't take more blood.
Yeah. You want? Yeah. The biblioplex has a whole fucking secret room of
Yeah, the
stuff that's
mystical
hidden
archive.
away with all that knowledge that they don't want us to have.
Mm-hmm.
There's probably information about the blood avatar and all that other bullshit there.
Oh,
I think
for
that
sure.
might be where they are keeping the war crime spells that were created in the Blood War.
I'm sure some of them are.
I think probably all of them are.
That's
No.
why they were obviously locked up. Well, I mean,
there might be more history in there too with it.
Well,
I think
don't all of the deans have the keys to get into that?
I think that
That's what Cody said, right?
I might be working on a way to get into the biblioplex.
Why? What's in there?
Knowledge. I'm a
Oh.
big.
Seem to really care about that.
Stella,
It,
please.
Stella, can you be honest?
Is it
with
about
us?
the orb?
it is about the orb, but
There we
it
go.
is about
Thank you.
knowledge with in relation to the orb. It's not that big of a deal. I'm just saying that our goals might actually align with this.
Okay.
Because if what we're trying to get is more knowledge about what's going on, so that way we can actually not just bumblefuck our way through
I mean,
our every encounter with this cult.
I mean, I'll also say that it's I think there might be some, as you are looking for orb knowledge, pondering the orb, I guess.
Yep.
There could very well be some,
Orblage. Orblage.
orblage, some knowledge on this stuff. And seeing the reaction, I kind of want to double down on that.
Yeah.
But cult is a little bit more pressing. I've lived with this all my life. Well, as far as I can remember.
What do you think would happen if
Craziness.
one of us drank it?
The ball?
No.
Oh.
Oh. I don't
I mean,
know because
I don't want to. I'm just.
It's kind of like designed to ingest fluid like that.
Uh-huh.
And I don't think your physiology.
No, I'm just a
Is-
guy.
So I think it probably,
I'm just a guy.
to be honest, probably gagging you would work
It would.
if this paralyzed you.
More so?
Yeah.
Maybe. I think if would it be?
Gwen, have you heard of anyone like monstery that might have something like this going on?
You know, there's the ink guys, the little ink.
What would Gwen know?
About what?
I mean, the answer to that
It's
question.
something similar to.
What was it, Ryan?
I asked if Gwen would have any monster knowledge about
About-
that of someone who would have
That? Oh,
this
you
because
can roll Arcana if you want.
that stumps all of Stella's dinosaurs and merfolk and
Yeah, everything.
people.
23.
The closest thing that comes to mind even with your vast knowledge of types of like creatures, and there's quite a share within, Eberron and the various beings that exist there, and also, your month of magical physiologies has lent you into learning a lot about magical creatures. There's not really anything that's coming to mind that makes a lot of sense other than like an undead. But with that kind of effect, you think that it could be something similar to what you have. Your pact. There has to be something that like connects in some way to what Dawn's magic is. And I think it's this moment that I don't think you know what Dawn is or what this is. But I think in this moment you sort of realize, however you want to interpret this, that you, akin to her, are both warlocks. She has some kind of patron. There is something that whatever her blood is has to be some sort of power that is either coming from something else or is dormant within her. That, or she's an undead and she has magic blood.
Gwen will say, similar to an undead. but not. She's very much alive.
I think so.
Given the fact that Dawn does not seem to understand it herself, would lead me to believe that there's some kind of chicanery afoot. I think she has.
Weirdness. Shenanigans.
It's reminiscent of pact magic. A gift.
Like a warlock.
Mm-hmm. What do you know about your magic?
It's from the sword, right?
No, the sword is it. I don't know a lot. All I know is as far as I can remember, and there is a massive chunk. Well, I don't remember anything until my moms found me. They found me in an ancient ruin. I woke up as they came in, and immediately from that, this was a thing. So whatever it was before this.
How old were you when they found you?
About 11 years old. So, well, that's what we estimate. Considering the fact that I was locked in a ancient ruin, buried underground, under the ocean, mind you.
Lots of secrets.
Mm-hmm.
Is
Oh, interesting. We can only tell about how old I appear, and I've been growing at a rate that seems normal, but we also don't. We can't go back and check that place again too, because they tried and it's gone.
okay.
I know a hexblade when I see it.
Okay, I don't know what that is.
Could,
Huh?
that could be what he meant when he said the pact is sealed already. Could,
No, I think that was in reference to us being bound to this task. Look, Dawn's mysterious past aside, I think we need to start having a serious conversation about who we can trust.
Yeah.
Given that they explicitly named Fane the Broker as someone they are in competition with, and given Fane's existence outside of the establishment, he might be the only one.
Maybe. Yeah, the fact that they aren't on the same side, but not the necessary thing is against them.
Right.
Just they can work together.
what about Vale?
Oh, I wouldn't trust her as far as I could throw her.
I don't think I would either.
She wants something from us. But she's useful.
It could very well be. Maybe she chose us for this. That she
Maybe.
knew that this was a thing if you don't trust her.
She's useful. You know, I think everyone is after something. But
I just don't know a lot of people here outside of... At least any authority figures, I don't think... Honestly, the most shady individual is the one I think we can trust the most. Fane, so... At least...
I also trust, unfortunately, that while I don't trust Vale, I trust that she is after her own interest, and that is keeping us alive for the moment, at least.
Yeah.
I'm not saying we bring her in and everything, but I would trust her own self-preservation.
Right.
I think maybe the first thing we need to do is figure out what this pact is and what it can do. What is the ramifications of you guys getting your blood taken? What can they do with that? Why did they do that? Because they could just handshake good.
Yeah.
It's a blood curse. I mean, blood
That's what I would
is
imagine.
a very powerful.
You guys can roll an
Conjure.
Arcana check to try to get an idea of what
Which-
the purpose of this is.
We are able
It's
to
going to be a
figure
little
out what that...
difficult because
Yeah.
not everybody knows about it, but Estelle, if you want to roll, you have advantage.
Okay.
16.
Dirty 20.
All right, perfect.
18.
That makes sense. Gwen knows. Yeah.
12, no.
Okay. Alright.
I know some stuff, but it's nothing.
Not the
rolled
dark
the same.
secrets.
No.
16.
I know some dark secrets, just not these ones.
Wait. Let me give
She's
one
buffering.
moment.
If we're able to figure it out, we might be able to try and figure out how
Wrong
to
game.
prevent it from
Are you proficient in Arcana?
being an issue for you
I
guys.
am.
That's why I'm hoping.
14. Yeah.
It's exactly what you guys are thinking. For the three of you, Stella, you're not entirely sure. There's so many uses for blood on Excellent, especially for you.
She just is gonna assume.
Maybe that guy's hungry.
Blood sausages.
Yeah. I think she assumes
Blood
it's a way to
pudding.
tie them because she thinks it's
Oh,
an
black
intimate
pudding.
Yeah.
connection. That's
Perfect.
it.
And you're not wrong for thinking that. Three of you have a more detailed idea of what this is. Not only is it a way for them to keep tabs on you, to easily sort of scry on you, but know your location and be able to identify you as well. So it is their safekeeping. It is so that they know that you won't betray them. And because of how magic works here, and because of the magic that you guys are aware of, and it's just funny because like they could easily use like a piece of hair or just like a piece of you. That would work fine. They've taken blood probably for a different kind of weird cultish reason, but they do seem to have some sort of blood magic. There could be more that they could do with it. You don't know what it is. So you guys don't know the ceiling of what they can do, but the very bottom, the basement, is that they know where you are. They can choose to know where you are, and they can identify you if they need to, and yeah. That's kind of it.
And this is even with if you were to cast a spell that would hide your location, like
So probably
magical aura.
not. If you had a magical aura, I think with this roll you would know that you could protect yourself from it. But then they would know.
But I see it as like at least it would give you the possibility of don't want to be located in this instance because of who you could be interacting
Yeah,
with.
exactly. But as you think about it, it's why they didn't just take one of you.
Right.
Okay, we can't see Callisto anymore. She's going to be near Gwen.
Well,
Hopefully.
Would that mean the fact that they didn't take something from me they couldn't do on me?
You don't really know. They're very vague. Like, you think if they...
Probably not
Either
as
Dawn's
easy.
in the clear and they're just like, yeah, whatever, and they're just really chill about Dawn for some reason, or they can already do it to Dawn somehow, and you don't know what that means.
do any of us have traces of that magic trace?
I don't think so. I think it's because it's such like it's a
Subtle.
reactionary thing. It doesn't leave anything on you, but if you were,
Would I?
you could probably,
Because I ingested it.
I don't think Callisto's sight is at that level yet.
That's fair. That's fair.
But I think that
It's like oral stuff. It's chill.
I think that you would be able to do it reverse.
Give me your
If there
blood.
was somebody who had like your blood, you would be able to kind of tell. Probably only you though, because you're very aware of your own magic. You know what that looks like. So if somebody else has it, I think you'd be able to know. But I don't think you could find it on yourself because
It hasn't left anything.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, fun spring break, I guess.
Not quite how I was expecting it to go.
Gwen, it might be really useful to understand the workings of the faculty. Their squabbles, their like who's on what side. Because if we understand how they work, it may give us a better
It might
insight.
be good to see what factions there are.
Yeah.
you guys continue to sort of discuss this, but eventually, as all late night conversations do, they sort of start going in circles. It's like,
Yeah.
all right, we have what we need to know. We know what we need.
Now, how do we deal with Mallory?
Well, Mallory will be back like next week, and you guys can explain everything to her then, which is where we will pick up next game.
Perfect.
Next game, we won't be in trimester 2 yet. I think we'll follow this a little bit. We'll go a week later. You guys talk to Mal, and then we'll go into trimester 2. And then I'm also thinking we might do 2 trimesters at the same time. I think we might do not 2 trimesters.
2 months.
Sorry, 2 months at the same time. I think we'll hit this next week. We'll time skip to the next month and the next month, and we'll hit both. And then the game after next game will be finals. But we'll see. I don't know exactly what that looks like yet. We'll just have to see what our schedule kind of looks like. But that's where we're going to hit tonight's game. Thanks everybody for joining for tonight. Sorry we had a little bit of a recording issue, but hopefully we're still caught up. There was a lot of cool shit that still happened. I didn't expect fucking any of this to happen. I thought it was going to be a fight. I thought you guys would show up and you'd crack on this dude and leave. I didn't expect you to join the cult. So this is what's going on. Oh, this feels like we fall over again.
Next time.
We joined it, but not really at the same
Constantly
time.
even falls like they're gonna do this. Oh, I didn't expect that. Okay, I guess Vincent's here now. Cool. So yeah, lots of cool stuff.
What could we have done when there's big dinosaur?
I know. There will be dinosaurs at some point. Maybe in the Sedgemoor.
Like I said, they just Stella just has to classify it. An
As a
animal
dinosaur.
as
What
a
am I gonna do with this
dinosaur.
brackish trudge?
We're gonna.
He's gonna be my
We'll find him
friend.
eventually.
So we're gonna fight in the future.
We'll go
Friendship.
find our
think
blood.
Come
we're-
back and be like,
Yeah, give us
I
back
don't
our
think-
blood.
I think we are not joining the cult, but we are
This is the
pretending
level-
to join the
this is
cult
level
kind of
D&D
thing.
we got into now. A couple of years ago, you guys were like, "No, we're good, and we're not going to join the cult." Now you're just like, "What if we join the cult?"
Because we're tired of being good.
I know, really.
But-
Eberron.
I know.
Oh God,
It's gonna be great.
Jesus
See you guys
Christ.
next time. Here on Arcade. Thanks for
War
joining.
crimes.
And that is the end of the stream.
Bye.
Paige, send us out.
Oh.
No, 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 no.